Hello, everybody. Welcome along to, I can't remember what round it is, of IndyCar. We head to Road America for the Synosia Grand Prix as we are about to get underway for some IndyCar action. And for those of you that can probably... there's quite a lot happening, quite a lot of clashes at this moment in time, but we are going through it. Josh is covering the end of the BTC race at this moment in time, and then he'll join me for a little bit for the end of that. I don't know why I've got the cursor on there, but there we go. That's how life is sometimes. So we will be having the national anthem hopefully very, very soon as well. But a quick information about what happened yesterday in qualifying for those of you that wanted to know what basically went on in IndyCar. So we have got obviously Colton Herta that won the race. Well, is my OBS good? Hang on a minute. I think refresh your. Hold on a sec. I had to refresh it because it was lagging a little bit. So, but anyway, technical. I swear I've had technical difficulties galore today. It's absolutely crazy. But Colton Herta got pole position yesterday as well. Very good lap time from him in that Andretti Autosport car. I'm guessing he needed obviously a lot of luck going into this. And Pato Award in second place. We got Alex Palou last. The Detroit race winner looking to secure one in Road America. Bearing in mind Joseph Newgarden won the last edition. We were here as well. So that is interesting indeed. You can see, obviously, the timings at the moment are still showing the NXT race that just happened. So hopefully it will refresh very, very soon. Joseph Newgarden starting fourth in today's Grand Prix. And we got Rossi and Kurtwood joining him too as well. Christian Lundgaard as well had a good qualifying. And it's interesting to see how his qualifying session at the moment too. But anyway, I think it's probably my fan that's probably causing the background noise. There we go. That's probably better. It's causing the background noise, but it's up. I have to turn it off a little bit. I probably need to put like noise cancellation or something like that. But there we go. Got that fit. If you're wondering what's happening with BTTC, it's delayed. It's had loads of safety. Literally, we had safety cards all 3 races, and they're still going. So it's not, that's why Formula 1 it's delayed as well. So, yeah, we just have me at the moment. So, yes, personally, obviously, I think, Colton Herta has got quite a bit of a jump to obviously get the win, but he's still got a really good chance, obviously, from starting pole position as well. His 10th career pole position here today, which I have to say is quite cool. And if there's anything what the Indy NXT is yet to go by, I think we're in for an absolute cracker. So obviously Nolan actually won that race. Oh my God, the sky goes absolutely distracting me, so I'll turn it off a little bit. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was an absolute cracker that race as well, and I think we could see the IndyCar stars of the future as well. Brad says, is it F1? No, F1 will start after BTCC. Because it's still on at the moment. Hopefully BTCC will end very, very soon as well. And hopefully we can get underway. I believe light out is quarter past 1 Eastern time. So that will end at, well, it's 6:15 UK time for IndyCar. The F1 race will start at 7 p.m. and the build-up will start as soon as the BTCC is finished because they're using the same commentary box as well. So, yeah, quite a lot. And, yes, Josh T. Josh does know that the BTCC is messed up. He couldn't fix it, unfortunately. It's a bit annoying. Been watching the stream, and, yeah, there's nothing he can do, unfortunately. Which is a bit annoying, but it happens. I think they're still interviewing Colton Herta at the moment, so they're not going straight to the engine command just yet. I should have started, I think. I should have waited until we started, but it's a bit of a build-up at this moment in time, but here is, I think, let's have a quick word from, I think, the man who's starting in P2, Pato Award. if I can get that open. There we go.
Question on everybody's mind, how long are these reds going to last?
They were heat cycled, so I'd assume that they would be a little bit better than what it was there. I don't think we were the only ones having issues with them. But they really, yeah, they've definitely been a theme this weekend. So, yeah, we'll see how the strategies play out.
Top 5 run in the warm-up this morning. You've been so close on so many occasions this season. What do you think? Is this the day you finally get that first win of 2023?
I don't know. I'll let you know in a few hours.
We'll see as Mexico's Pato Award swarmed by the fans. He'll try to join fellow countryman Hector Abaque as an IndyCar winner at Road America.
Salmon for the Arrow McLaren driver this year. I mean, he has been a regular championship contender. He's got so close, and that theme runs true this year. What's he got to do to get that breakthrough win this year? He's had 3 second places.
Yeah, it's been kind of checkers or wreckers in terms of podiums or crashes for Pato Award. I don't believe this is no pressure thing at all. He's under, every IndyCar driver is under pressure in every single session. Pato Award is one of the fastest guys in this series. He has a fast race car today, but he has to not make these kinds of decisions, low percentage passes that end up with contact with other cars, angering drivers that are got it out for him, or putting himself on the wall, like he did at the Indy 500. Here's Pato Award shoving it right up the inside of Marcus Ericsson. It doesn't work out. Heavy contact into the turn 3 wall. And then last race, Detroit, forcing his way through on Santino Ferrucci. It goes all wrong again. So 3 bad races this season for Pato Award, and it's when he finds himself in just the smallest hole, he gets a little desperate, he pushes too hard. Pato has got to consolidate things back together. He's 5th in the championship, and right behind him, his teammate Alexander Rossi is gunning for his first win this season.
But right beside him on the grid is Colton Herta, and Colton Herta is having a phenomenal weekend, though not without some struggles. He's had some issues in practice. We've seen this car off. We've seen it around. We've seen some killer saves, one in qualifying as well. The battle between these 2 into 1 is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he showed great resilience yesterday and great speed as well, so will be a storyline today. But the big storyline is Alex Palou. Will he continue to dominate this championship? I mentioned earlier that he's won 2 of the last 3. Well, the last 6 races in succession, the Spaniard has not finished outside the top 5. This guy has his mojo going at the moment. Does it continue today?
I think so. He's my pick to win this race. You know, he seems to really excel when tires are an issue. He's really good at saving, conserving, making them last. We've heard Colton Herta say, we don't know what the Reds are going to do. I think it's going to be a problem for a lot of drivers starting in 3rd. But for me, the pace that he's had throughout the year, 51 points in the lead. At this point in the championship last year, there were 5 drivers within 51 points. Now, there's just this guy right here. He is absolutely on a roll.
I totally agree. What does Alex Palou do better than any other driver in this series right now? He manages his emotions. His temperament is the reason he won a championship already in his young career. It's the reason he kept it together at Detroit for the win. It's the reason, again, he's starting up front. When things get challenging, this guy always seems to have a level head.
And guess where he won a race in his championship winning year? Right here at Road America. So will he do it again today? Alex Palou has been the picture of consistency and speed this year. So we'll see what he can do here on this 4-mile monster. The drivers love coming here. As Hinch mentioned earlier in the show, it is repaved. There's great vantage points all around this place. And yes, I know it's called Elkhart Lake, but there's even a faux beach here. Look at that. There's the fake palm trees. There's deck chairs. People can just chill out there, and that's actually in a good spot. It's watching the cars go tails away through the kink at over 180 miles an hour. So a very cool spot indeed in this summer camp for
It would help if my mic was on unmute. It would be a cool place to watch these overtakes currently as we speak as well. We heard, apologies that you didn't hear from Pato Award, you heard from someone else, you had it from IndyCar Radio. I realised I had the wrong channel on. But we have got IndyCar starting very, very soon, starting in just a few moments' time, and it's time for the national anthem of IndyCar for America. We'll be back in just a moment.
Please remain standing as Chaplain Jason Holt of IndyCar Ministries offers today's invocation.
Father God, We thank you for the gift of life and for creating such a beautiful place to have a racetrack. God, we lift up each one of our brave servicemen and women serving abroad and within our borders, guarding and protecting our freedoms to gather and pray like this today. And so, God, we lift up our drivers, teams, safety personnel, and these great fans, that we would have a great, smooth, and safe day of racing. But most of all, we say thank you for the abundant love available to all through the cross of Jesus Christ, in whose name I pray. Amen.
Here today to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome local performing artist Anton Pietenspol.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It is a perfect Father's Day weekend. And the reigning Indy 500 winner, Joseph Newgarden.
Second time today. That was the national anthem, and we'll very soon be hearing the command for drivers to start their engines very well as well. And the 640-acre park-like grounds provide lots of entertainment as well. It is called America's National Park of Speed, and it's really hard to put forward that argument at this moment. It's remained unchanged since its configurement in the 1950 as well. 14 corners make the Road America circuit, and that's where the drivers will be racing at today as well. And we've got certain drivers, like Will Power, had some issues last time out pretty much in practice as well. Qualifying, he had a few issues as well, starting near the back. But good to see Christian Lundgaard in there as well. And I do believe I had someone joining the Discord. Hello, Josh. We just finished the national anthem, so you're all good.
I have never run so hard. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I have no... Megan's joining in now, but this is her laptop for the TV camera angles, in case you need to see. All that lot. Sorry, this is for audio. This is for track audio you're going to hear.
Yeah.
Can you hear the audio?
Not at the moment, no.
No, I can't either. That's weird. Let me double check why. How about now?
It would help if I would unmute it. Wait, hold on a second. I can hear Tom Gaynor a little bit, so we're okay. I think we're okay.
I'm in box C with old equipment and sweating. It's so humid. It's literally so humid. I've got a window right next to me as well, and it's still so humid out there. But I can see TV pictures. I'm with you. Megan is doing okay with everything else. So at the moment, everything is fine, and fingers crossed it stays that way for the remaining future. I'm not too loud, am I? Am I okay in terms of audio? Because this is literally it's a plug into the iPhone headset. This is what we used to commentate on because it's got one of those adapters. This is like 2017 technology we're wearing right now.
I have to turn you down a little bit on Discord, but we'll cope.
I won't go too loud though, because this isn't even shouty. But yes, hello. I've got no way of checking if Megan's actually doing all right on the Facebook, on the YouTube as well, because that
if someone can check,
yes.
who is watching in the chat, all good, both channels, Josh. He says.
Ah, brilliant. Because I've left Megan in charge of that one with Adam and Omi, and I'm here with you. And then as soon I'm leaving here, was it 6? Well, to be fair, the race should have started. Yeah, 6:50 I'm leaving here.
The race has not started yet. I'm a bit shocked. I think I've just looked at the schedule. It starts at 6:30, not 6:15.
Oh, they've adjusted it again. You can't be serious. It was 6:15. So I've just rushed. Well, to be fair, the rush from the previous session, that all resulted from the fact that we had to get on here for the cars leaving the track for Formula 1, which we are on. And I've left Megan in. I'm just hoping that
she's
Megan
got a headache as well, bless her.
Yeah, I'm worried about, like adverts and that lot, button pressing and that, because she has got a headache. She's not doing very well. So, yeah, hopefully she'll be okay. But, come on, this is Road America. This is supposed to be a great racetrack, and we're not seeing great races. Also, I'm not in the GT America chair. I'm in my normal chair, which I absolutely hate. It's old. It's got no cushion on it. I'm literally sat on my own leg to try and have a bit of comfort with it. But I've also got the LEDs on, because if I turn them off, like this, I go completely almost black. You can't see me. So
hang on, it would help if I go to the camera settings. I had to adjust your camera. I think they can see you now. Hey, they can see you now. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Well, that's what I was saying. Look, if I turn the lights off, you can't see me, so that's why I've got the LED lights on.
Yeah.
But so I might only be here for the pre-race stuff. Oh, well, okay, that's good for you and Ed then, because I'm only watching the TV pictures above me. I'm not actually seeing anything else.
No.
We're waiting for something to come in, and fingers crossed it's going to be I want to say a good race, but a fun race as well. And it looks dry for Canada as well. There's a few rain clouds around, but here right now in Road America, sunny, little bit of cloud, should be an easy, 55 laps ahead of us?
Oh, yeah, 55 laps according to timing 71, which has updated. Woohoo!
Hey, yeah, it does that. So that means we're about 2 minutes away then. Have we had the command? No, we've had the national anthem.
We've had the national anthem, we had the praying and all that lot.
Okay. I presume you can hear the track noise better with nothing in the background, right? What are you hearing? Because I can't hear much.
I can't hear much either.
Is it Tom Gamemore talking in the background? For those of you, thing is, those in the Discord call can't hear well, but those of you on YouTube can hear better than me and Jess can. Me and Jess can just about hear each other.
Yeah, I've got Sky open, and we're syncing pictures. Can you see the race facts right now?
I am looking at the racetrack, and now I'm looking at fans. What about you?
I'm slightly ahead.
Oh, now I'm seeing Grand Prix Road America.
Yeah.
A tagline, yeah.
I'm slightly ahead. Okay. Oh, God, that's going to end well.
It means you'll be, if you'll be ahead there, that would be the core. Adam, I can't see you.
Countdown to command. Oh, sorry, I was just sorting out some stuff. Sorry. I was just looking at Sky Go, that's why
I've just seen... Yeah, hang on, let me see if I can catch up, because it's been on for a while. Megan says, Adam, I can't see you. That's because Josh left for IndyCar. Is your account meant to be in Combox 1 or Combox 2? No, don't move me! Hang on.
Don't move us, I've sorted the cameras out.
Oh no, it's because I'm in the wrong commentary box. Jess, can I leave? Countdown to command 3 minutes. I've put myself in instead of the iPad. So I forgot about that.
Oh.
So this needs to go back to Combox 1. If you could just put me off for a second, and I'll go fix that issue.
Yeah, should we leave you with Tom Gain? Should we leave you with Tom Gain on until you get back?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. There we go. I'll put it on the driver tracker.
A couple of weeks ago, and there was one or two drivers that were in action last weekend whilst the rest had the weekend off. That was, of course, Simon Pagenaud and Scott Dixon at Le Mans, the 24 hours. Lee Diffie was there as well. And Alex Palou was actually testing a Formula 1 car around the Hungaroring with Oscar Piastri and McLaren. But there were drivers testing at this circuit. Team Penske were here. Marcus Armstrong was here with Chip Ganassi. Dale Coyne, Juncos were here as well. And that will be a real benefit today when we look at the strategy, because the teams haven't run on this circuit with the resurface, so there is a question mark. 3 or 4 stops, who's going to make it count? Let's go back to Elkhart Lake for the green flag.
Ready to go for a new racing season.
Huge accident. More damage in the back. The track is total chaos.
Inches between cars at 200 plus miles an hour. They almost hit. Oh! Kyle Kirkwood is your race winner.
You just won the Long Beach Grand Prix, buddy. Way to go. Let's go, Roy.
Oh, inside. Scott McLaughlin wins. Let's kick off the month of May here at Indianapolis.
They fan out 5 wide.
This is the Indianapolis 500. Oh, no.
Bring her home, buddy.
Joseph Newgarden finally wins.
Finally.
I started out as a fan in the crowd. In this place, it's amazing.
Will we get through here cleanly? We will not.
Both are behind.
Alex Palou wins. Oh, it has been a fantastic season, and we welcome you to round 8 of the 2023 NTT IndyCar Series, the Soncio Grand Prix, here at Road America on a gorgeous day in the state of Wisconsin. Let's go trackside for the command.
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command for the Soncio Grand Prix at Road America, presented by AMR. Please welcome the Vice President of Financial Insurance for Premier Truck Group, Dave Worth.
Happy Father's Day. Drivers, start your engine!
Command has been given.
We love that sound each and every race weekend, and look at our championship leaders ready to go.
Right, there we go. We're about to get underway here in Road America. We just given the command. We're about to get underway. I'm just going to put the camera on myself at the moment until we obviously move around. But, yes, 14 turns, like I said. Await the drivers. I actually need to check if I've set the... I think it's a bit slightly ahead, actually, at the moment, the live timings. But... hopefully, obviously, we'll get through it at this stage. I'm trying to have loads of windows open at the same time. There we go. We are about to get started as the drivers make their way on their rolling start. As we were saying, we'll go through the grid, actually, whilst we wait. I've got it on my... it's not really an iPad, is it? It's my Nokia tablet. That's got all my notes in at the moment. Hello. So Colton Herta... oh, my God. It's quite foggy at the moment. In certain parts, quite cloudy at the moment. Still dry though, no threat of rain, which is always good. So Colton Herta will be starting on provisional. Well, he is going to be starting on pole position currently as well. And Power Ward second, Alex Palou in third place, Joseph Newgarden in fourth place, Alexander Rossi fifth, Carl Kirkwood will be in sixth place. Why is my timings? I can't see the live chat, which is driving me insane. I've got so many windows up. There we go. Where was I up to? Yeah, Alexander Rossi. Then we've got Carl Kirkwood, Christian Lundgaard, Marcus Armstrong, Marcus Ericsson, Benjamin Peterson, Santino Ferrucci, Devlin Dan Francesco, David Malukas, Graham Rahal, Renus BK, Williams Rosenquist had a poor qualifying, so we'll see what he can do. Callum Arlott next up. Then we got Scott McLaughlin, Romain Grosjean as well. I swear, what does it take to have good luck from Romain Grosjean? I know. It's tough to see him having bad luck. Then we got Simon Pagino, Agustin Calapino, Will Power, Scott Dixon, Jack Carvey, Stingray Robb, Helio Castaneves, and Ryan Hunter-Ray. So there we go. That's your order currently for the race. Hello, is that you? You back?
Yes, and I'm on the correct device now, but look ridiculous because I'm sort of halfway down. Is that coming from my side or yours?
Hang on a minute. I forgot to unroute it.
Oh, let me tell you, it's raining.
Well, luckily they can't hear it, but the Discord can. That's the beauty of the mic. But there we go.
It's raining now.
What?
I'm going to try and position... It's raining now inside, you know.
Oh, is it? Oh.
It's absolutely chucking it down. And I'm trying now to get the camera sorted, but it's a bit difficult. So I'm going to shove a 2018 MSV fixtures guide behind to sort of go like that. Hello, everyone. And where's the camera? There it is. There we go. Hi. Right, well done, Miss then, Jess. They've gone for the command and we're underway.
Yeah, well, we're rolling start at the moment, and I was just going through the grid before NBC was going through the grid, so...
All right.
I was filling in time, Josh. I was filling in time.
Can you hear me as you did before? So is that okay?
Yes.
Fantastic. So that means the mic's connected then. I have to remember how to wear this headset as well, so it's chaotic. So I'll be leaving you in around about 14 or so minutes, well, 20 minutes in total, because Megan's okay in the box. She's got everything sorted there.
Perfect.
Martin's Griddle's coming on. Here's the grid, though. Colton Herter from Pato O'Ward, then Alex Palou, Joseph Newgarden, Alexander Rossi and Carl Kirkwood take up on row 3. Further down on the field, we'll see Christian Longard, Marcus Armstrong, Marcus Ericsson, Benjamin Pedersen, Santino Ferrucci and Devlin Di Francesco taking up row 6 of the grid. Meantime, as well, David Malukas and Graham Rahal, Venus VK, Felix Rosenquist, Callum Myler and Scott McLaughlin take up to row 9. Then again, further on, it's gone away from me, as it always does. I was trying to see if I can catch up on time, weren't I? Because I think I'm out of sync with you, aren't I? So I'm just going on and off. Might hear some horse racing at the moment as I try and get my way back to the pictures. I'm
seeing an onboard as well, but I think I'm slightly ahead. I'm slightly ahead.
Right, well, that'll do. It'll do as best as we possibly can.
I've had technical issues when I was doing R Factor 2 earlier, because we had one of those overlay things where we can control the cameras through HTML.
Yeah.
And when I was showing the mid-race results, it keeps coming back to the stuff I didn't want to see. And it was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. That absolute horrible situation to be in. I've now got ability though to see Megan's stream above me. 1800 start. Josh was having problems with OBS. Yes, I was. So thank you to everyone on the other YouTube channel who was keeping everyone updated while we were having trouble here. Jess, however, has been the star as always and has kept us in pristine live positions. So I'm going to adjust that. So we're coming up to the start then for the 8th round of the NTT IndyCar series, and Jess, for the 500, we pretty much know that this is going to be anybody's game. It's a different circuit here. Pit stops are going to be rife, and the weather's going to play a factor because it's currently, we've had a lovely humid day, and it's coming up to the green flag though.
Yes, I think they're just about to go up the hill on the start line on my end, but I'll let you call the start, so you don't get, I don't get to see it before you do.
So, Colton Herter on pole position for the first time then this season. Alongside him is Pato O'Ward. Out of the last corner, up the hill. It's the most famous race in IndyCar. And we're getting underway on the most famous road course. Road America goes green now, with Colton Herter leading the way down towards turn number 1. It's a lane call for that green flag. Herter cuts across. Pato O'Ward is not going to be there, but look at the outside. Joseph Newgarden getting a great launch. Coming up the inside as well is Alex Palou. Late on the brakes into turn 1. Jess isn't happy with what's going to happen. Palou's on the inside. Lock up on the back for Rossi. And do they get through turn 1 cleanly? No! Spinner in the middle of the pack.
That was, I think, one of the pink cars, the number 27.
Oh no, it's Devlin Di Francesco, I believe. He's had yet another off in that automotive car. No, that's Devlin Di Francesco there. So that 27. Kyle Kirkwood, yeah, bang on. As we see further down, it's hard to tell these pictures actually sat down for once, but there's numerous errors coming in the middle of the pack, as well as right after Ray's getting forced out as he comes down towards Canada Curve.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because there's so many battles going on as well, and I think that's got to be, I think, a caution. I think at some point because he can't get the car. Yeah, I think that's what it looks like currently. That's a shame.
So Kirkwood stranded, and that could bring out the yellow flag. They are towing it back.
Caution.
It depends. They want to. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was going to happen. Wasn't it?
My timing on timing 71 is way ahead, so I need to adjust the timings a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we're on Sky Go here today as well with the fixtures. Caution has come out. And the 27 now just having the accelerator to keep up going. It's going to be a weird broadcast for everyone here covering IndyCar as the 27 of Carl Kirkwood has got refired. Of course, it's Carl Kirkwood. The cover of 70 Series today has been a bit off the pace. Now, here it is again, Jess. He's going to get a little tack from behind, isn't he? From, I think, is it Newgarden? Surely not.
It was hard to tell.
I think he just touched the front of the McLaren of O'Ward and then just looped it round.
Yeah, and I think I was seeing a replay at the start. Yeah, it was. Oh, I think was Newgarden looking? Was that Lundgaard looking a bit squirmy there in the background?
Yeah, Lundgaard was having a few issues there too. And look, Michael Andretti is not happy as well on his pit wall. He's looking absolutely furious. You can tell. In the meantime, for the back there, a bit more problems as well coming from right on the way. What's going on? But the problem is, on the wrong angle to see who it is. So it's quite hard to keep a full factor into who that was on the braking zone. And on the inside, there's Newgarden going off the track, and that's Peterson as well coming on in the Sexton's livery car, and just getting it looped at the back there.
The audio is quite muffled according to Ed, so we might just have to mute it in general when we go live.
So I can turn the gain up. How's that?
Oh, that's even worse.
Is it muffled? Give me a second. How's that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I might just mute it, to be honest, if I can find the mute button.
Hang on, how's this? Is that better for anyone out there?
Yeah. Ed, can you tell me?
It's coming in bits and bats as well because it's coming from Megan's laptop as well. We really do need to get better streaming device sorted out for next time.
We do. Because my capture card is very annoying because it doesn't. The HTCP has to be turned on, and you can't obviously capture things. So I would have captured it on the Discord, but obviously it wouldn't let me, which is annoying.
Yes, Jess did try earlier on as well. Sorry, you're listening to my album now, can't you? Oh, wow, look at that shot.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to mute the audio. It's absolutely it's kind of like...
There we go, turned it off.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was getting annoying, but it's kind of like we're going back to what Tom, I think, was doing when he was covering IndyCar. No audio, but we're still... Pit stops!
Oh, good. And the strange thing is, when I do it in the commentary box, it's perfectly fine, isn't it? It's weird.
It's fine. On your PC, it's fine.
And yeah, whenever we try and do it on Megan's laptop, it always goes funny, and it's really bizarre that. I can never understand what it is, because you can hear it, when you're on the Discord yourself, you can hear everything perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like I do, and it's just changes anyway. Are we on the battle screen? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm just taking a look. So into the pit lane, I'm trying to see myself. Comes Felix Rosenquist, and Malukas, and Dixon, Power, Cashton Evers, Hunter Ray, Harvey, Rob, and Pedersen all diving in to the pit lane. Well, this is fun.
Yeah, so that's one of their stops out the way at the moment.
Are going to go longer into the stint, are they? Apologies for our IndyCar lackness. Oh my God! I've just lifted up my shirt and I'm just seeing how much of a massive sweat patch.
I'm absolutely sweating, and I still need to do my washing as well. So I was planning to go into the office tomorrow, but I'm probably going to switch days or something at this rate.
That is the most shocking I've ever seen it. It's just so humid here in the UK right now.
It is.
As Dixon puts on black primaries. So everyone pitting is coming from the red alternatives to the black primaries to get a better, longer run. We saw this last year when we had early cautions as well. They like to take later calls as possible. And it's 3 wide coming out the exit of the pit lane there. And the one who I got was the Bit Nile car. Just has to go, nope, sorry, go back out of that. Can't get anything there. Apologies for no audio, by the way, but... Blame Formula One for
the clash. Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid clash. Never have happened. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
But
I was getting a bit stressed before the start of the broadcast, trying to get everything working because the audio wasn't working at the start, and it was just like, absolute nightmare. But we got there in the end.
Yes. Gavin Jones says that's been a wonderful challenge for your team today, Josh. Yeah, it really is. I must say thank you as well to Jess for streaming all this for us as well, and a big thank you to Ed who's stepped in very last second to take
and to Megan.
And to Megan who's got a massive headache and she's currently hosting the Formula One session as well. I'm going to dive off to Formula One shortly, although I think Martin's Brundle's grid walk's on right now, so she's not going to do too much. As well.
Oh, that's all right then. So she can have a sit down or something for a bit.
It is Martin's good, yeah. I'm just nervous. There's so much that can go wrong, Jess. So much.
Has already gone wrong with the stream. I played IndyCar Radio instead of Sky Go earlier.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, because I was like, I wanted to play the award interview, and then I was like, hang on, the channel was muted, and I was like, oh, I'm muted the wrong channel, which was annoying. I think we're about to go green flag.
Yeah, do you want to take this one?
She's literally just started on my screen, so we got, I think, Alex Palou as well, trying to fight with Pato Award behind as well as they go side by side in towards turn number 1 as well. Oh, and it cuts back. It does cut back to the top 3. Yes, it does. It's Marcus Armstrong who's got a good restart as well, trying to overtake Alex Palou. Alex Palou is up into 2nd place as well. We've got one of the McLaren's Pato Awards dropped to 7th place. Alexander Rossi overtakes him up into 6th place as well. Lundgaard stays in 5th position, so after all those troubles, I think he's all right at the moment. Let's get back to the cameras now because we are racing underway as well.
Great stuff though from Marcus Ericsson. He had a little bit of a wheel touch on the grass, but got a run on it as well. But Herta leads, Palou, Armstrong, Newgarden, Lundgaard, Rossi, been passed by O'Ward. O'Ward has sent him round the outside. They're still challenging each other into the braking zone. Rossi's on the inside. He's not going to let his teammate have this. And O'Ward nearly loses his front wing, trying to keep in front. Spectacular racing between the pair of them.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? And someone's trying to go side by side here. It's one of the turquoise type cars as well. As someone's gone off. Dick Scott. No, it might be Scott Dixon. I don't know, but he has gone off. We're riding on board Will Power now at the moment as he chases down. Where is he at the moment?
So that's Romain Grosjean. It was Grosjean dived through on the inside of Palmer, I think.
Oh yeah, because he's not running the Andretti livery today. They're running a different livery. It's so confusing.
I'm 2 seconds behind you as well, which is a bit difficult for the commentary team today. But Jess and Ed will be commentating the same pictures shortly as well when Megan's laptop comes available, so that'll be something for the both. And less back is presumed for Jess. Look at Power there with slipstream through Canada corner to the inside of Dixon. Late on the brakes, can he do it? Of course he can. These two IndyCar Titans going again, but Dixon late. He's got the inside line to the corner. Power was a bit over-optimistic there to try and get through. Is that even a word? Over-optimistic, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the right word as well. As I think Dean Francesco gets past Del Ward as well. McLaughlin gets past VK. Rosenquist gets past Canapino as well. And I think biggest gainer's got to be Marcus Armstrong. Oh my goodness, I mean, that was a bit of a swerve there for Marcus Armstrong. 1.4 seconds down the road. Colton Herta is absolutely checked out, by the way. Interesting fact that they said earlier in the pre-show as well. Alex Palou only pretty much finished in the top 5 in every race. Or there's a bit of contact. Who's that? Is that Armstrong that went off a little bit, or was it someone else?
Second. Well, Armstrong's closing in on Palou as well into the one I'm watching. Palou goes to the inside to defend. Armstrong goes swinging around the outside, and that's Lundgaard on Newgarden. So
it's Lundgaard on Newgarden. So they got a different livery again as well. Oh.
Yeah, the TV cameras don't even know what they're picking up as well. Yeah, because our TV cameras were showing us that it was registering as Marcus Armstrong, P11. Now we're looking at Newgarden in 4th with Rossi in 5th, but as Jen said, we're probably going to go to a replay as Rossi's still trying to charge. Here it is on the inside again. Mm-hmm. So Newgarden keeps his line, but it's Lundgaard in the lime green Danica Patrick GoDaddy style car that tries to swing it around the outside and doesn't have any luck on it. Oh, well.
And then we got a lovely helicopter shot as well. That is just bizarre as well. And I think we're seeing one of the McLaren cars as well. Someone else just overtaken them as well. It's hard to tell who it is at the moment because they got. Oh, there we go. We're on live pictures now on my screen as they go up the hill.
Yeah, me too. Just make sure it was turned over on that one as well. Tell you what, I'm absolutely sweating buckets. The humidity level in the UK right now has hit factor 12 as well. If this was the Enterprise as well under Scotty's command, we won't be able to push it anymore. We'll be blowing the ship up. In fact, I think that might be cooler than what the humidity level is right now. I looked earlier on, a great stat actually, Jess. The humidity level in the UK is akin to what it is in Hawaii right now.
Wow. I think we got the number 21 in 6th, fighting for position in number 6. Almost got that's Rosenquist on VK. And then we got Ilott as well trying to go for it on VK as well. No, it's not VK, it's McLaughlin, I think. No, VK on Ilott. Okay, a bit of banging wheels there. As Ilott manages to fend from the inside there too, with keeping Rosenquist for company too. As they're all in that massive train right now. And it's getting, I think, quite intense at the moment, keeping it clean right now, not in the gravel as well. There's Roman Grosjean, I think we're on board with. Chasing down Dixon. Yeah, Scott Dixon. Yeah, that's the one. So we've got Scott Dixon, Canapino as well in front. Sorry.
Great lunge by Ilott on the inside there. Nicely done. And out of Grosjean, as you said, I'm on lap 6:55, so I think I'm about 10 seconds behind your pictures. So well done, your TV pictures being ahead of mine right now. But it is so close to being fought between as well, as apparently I'm needed to go back to the commentary box. Well, it's roundabout where I'm needed anyway because they're going to an ad break shortly, so we're going to hand over. So if Ed is watching, I know you are, if you want to hop in the comms box and we'll do the trade-off to give him command of the ship to Jess once more. That's 6:75. That's a lead.
Someone's got in the gravel. Someone went in the gravel almost there. Someone locked up.
So
someone's rejoined. Someone's just rejoined as well. That's not? Please don't tell me it's Ilott. It might be.
It's Will Power. Power went through the gravel. Sorry, it went through the grass. But who went through the gravel? Who's behind Power? Yes, there's someone kicking it up. I think you're right. It is Callum Ilott.
Yeah, as well. I think Ed might join late as well, which doesn't help.
No, it's Agustin Canapino. It's Agustin Canapino who has gone off the track.
Oh, right. And then, because he was near Carl Kirkwood in the background as well.
Without a driver tracker, without a timing screen, and delayed, it is really hard
I'm running on one screen.
Yeah, honestly, it is so hard to keep across of this race. So this is going to be a bit of an off one. But let me tell you something. The fantastic Jess and Ed are going to be sailing through it. They're pros at this. And at least you can still see the
At least you can see the timings, yeah. That's the most important thing. If you can see the timings, that's all we care about. And I think they're going to did they just go? They just went to an ad break, didn't they?
They did indeed, right. Ed Hunter's here to take over during the ad break as well. Ed, I've got to thank you very much for tuning in and taking over from me, and I will bid you farewell, and I will hand over command of this commentary box to the very capable Jess and Ed, who are the lead commentary team on Formula Sim Radio's Pro Series. Have a good one, guys.
Enjoy Formula One, Josh. Enjoy Formula One. Hello, Ed.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff. It's good to see you again. Fancy seeing you here.
I know. You were in the chat earlier for the other series I was doing, and now you're here as well. Oh, Josh's camera is still there. Josh, you need to turn your camera off.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just getting you the pictures.
Lovely green screen.
So, thank you. I'm just getting you the pictures. Sorry.
Oh, bugger! I need to adjust the cameras for that. Luckily, we got the driver tracker, so we're all good.
Okay. I don't need to see the race. It's all good. I can imagine. It's perfectly fine.
Do you remember what happened back in last year's Le Mans?
Yeah. I remember just talking to Megan, and Megan being not dissimilar to today with a massive headache. Oh, I can see all the colours. Hey,
there we go. I can turn my pictures off. Yeah, lap 8 of 55 right. As my Sky Go tries and closes.
Don't let me talk over you.
Yeah,
I've dropped the iPad. I'm off now. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Good luck in F1. Good luck in F1.
Thank you too. Goodbye.
I'm trying to get the camera sorted now.
Later, won't we, Jess?
Yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah, because there was a caution. I think we only had one caution so far. A few pit stops already. I think the top at 9 are mostly on primaries at the moment, unless I'm delayed massively, which is probably on my timing 71, which is being probably a bit of a nightmare at the moment. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Got a bit of black.
I believe it. I believe IndyCar terminology is blacks and reds, in terms of blacks being the primes
Yes.
and reds being the soft tyres. Yeah, the options.
Thanks to Timing 71 for providing a great guide for that. Wait, hold on. I think, hopefully, I'm just trying to adjust your camera because I adjusted it for Josh earlier and have to adjust it again for you.
Okay, am I in the wrong position? Do I need to go up?
No. I mean, like where the camera's positioned, as in like who's in.
It's a replay.
Yeah.
Pato O'Ward being overtaken by the number 10 Chip Ganassi and losing it at turn 1. That's a good save there, Jess, by Pato. Had to think fast there and almost got hit in the back by who is that in the pink car?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm adjusting stuff as we speak. There we go. You are here.
And this is Will Power just almost dropping it at the penultimate corner there, going into 14 and 16 as we look at what happened to Canapino at the final corner as well.
Yeah.
He just dropped it.
Yeah, he did.
Corner.
Yeah, he did as well. Look, someone's off.
And that's a McLaren in trouble.
I think that's not Rosenquist, is it? Oh no, that's not him.
It's number 6. Is it?
Oh, come on. It's hard
I think it is number 6 because he's dropped down.
Oh, he's dropping down. It's Rosenquist. Oh, no. And then we get one of the pink cars. Is it Simon Pagenaud on VK?
Pagenaud. Yeah. I believe it is.
He's gone past him.
Then up to 14th then. And it's Pagenaud one of the ones who's pit already. This is a bit weird having to join mid-race. I'm not sure it's one of Josh's best ideas, if I'm being completely honest. But there we go. I guess
at least we can see the same pictures because I was able to see the pictures 10 seconds.
And did VK tank Rosenquist around? He did. That's what we're seeing on the replay, Jess. So this is into middle sectors. This this is turn 1 and turn 2, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Sorry, I'm just getting timings on my thing. So much has gone crazy in terms of technical stuff today. R Factor 2 like going crazy.
Yeah, it looks like Felix Rosenquist tried to turn on the outside. Rena's VK just couldn't get out of the way in time, and unfortunately, the McLaren just sort of tagged in from the outside and got spun out there. So a big setback for Rosenquist, who qualified decently. He was sort of in top 12, top 13, wasn't he? It started to drop back in the race, but now free position for everyone behind. Unfortunately, Rosenquist down to 27th behind Canapino, who's recovered from his big spin at the last corner. But Colton Herder, having started in pole position, is holding off Alex Palou, who's made a brilliant start. I'm not sure how Marcus Armstrong got to 3rd, because I'm pretty sure he started like 5th or 6th, didn't he?
Yeah, he started 8th. I got timings on my iPad. I need another screen because I've literally got loads of windows on top of each other. I've got timing 71 as the first one. Then I've got OBS.
Side by side.
Then I've got Discord. Is that
Rahal?
Yeah, Rahal up to 12.
Rahal just getting past him, going into the what it's called, the I forget what the Corvette bridge is called, but
hold on, I will get it up on my notes as I was frantically
prepping.
It was a
Moraine sweep is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, just 4 into 5.
Okay. All right. Let me have a look. 4 into 5. Yep, you're right.
That's probably because I quickly got up Road America corner names in Google.
Are you on racingcircuits.com?
I think it may be racingcircuits.info, but yes.
Yeah, it's the same site. I literally got all my notes from there, but yeah. Oh.
And have we been joined by Omi in the pit lane here, Jess, as we see Pagenaud continuing to chase
everyone's gone in comms box 1. They've vanished.
Well, sad news. It looks like that. I think we aren't able to get pictures. So Josh and Megan are covering the race until basically that gets fixed. So then me and Adam will jump back. So I'll just watch in here. The IndyCar for a bit.
Go then.
Yeah, I think Adam wants to watch the F1, doesn't he?
You're about to be overtaken, Jess, and that's by Scott McLaughlin.
There are TV pictures only if you want to watch as well, but we don't have any chat audio, unfortunately. Yeah, Scott McLaughlin.
That's okay. We can make the car noises ourselves, Jess.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. So I'll give Omi an update as well because there's quite a lot that's happened. Armstrong moved from 8th to 3rd. Rosenquist had the spin. We had a caution as well, which I believe Kirkwood's spin caused that, but he's back up to 25th, so he's gaining quite a few positions. Apart from that, it's just Herto being checked up front. Alex Palou actually is closing in by 9/10 of a second as well, so hopefully that's caught you up to date as well. Shame pictures are not working, but at least Josh has found a workaround. But it's shame that Adam's not covering the Canadian Grand Prix today, because that would have been quite nice for Adam. But
Well, if it gets sorted, I mean, soon as it gets sorted, we'll jump back in. So
yeah, you get to watch a bit of IndyCar whilst we wait for Formula 1, but no spoilers, please.
Well, I'm only just looking at the driver track because I don't have a clue what's going on myself. So.
Okay, good. As yeah, we're getting through this at the end of the day. Thank you very much to Josh for trying to sort out, and Megan as well for hosting the pre-show. I assume the pre-show went all right, Omi, for Formula 1.
A few issues, but I think we got sorted. Sky.
Perfect.
Yeah, we were able to get to them. Then, as soon as we lost pictures, me and Adam just started talking about, well, the barrier being removed at turn 2 and a bit of other stuff going on. So.
Oh yeah, that's been removed as well. Herta's increased the gap by a little bit actually, so it's not closing up anymore as well. I think. Oh, they're not on. They're McLaughlin on Francesco, and they're not even showing it.
Rahal passed Santino Ferrucci as well, so Ferrucci's lost 2
NBC, why are you not showing it? They're just showing it now. Oh, goodness sake.
Do NBC do the direction, or is that maybe it might just be them being caught out because those two happen quite quickly.
Someone's on. That might be oh, for goodness.
Oh, he's raising his hands as well.
That is Grosjean off a.
Well,
Just
thank
like
God I'm here.
qualifying.
I wanted to see Jess react to
Sounds
this.
like
Thank
you
God.
had some money bet on Grosjean winning this race.
I wanted Grosjean to win this race. I was going to be jumping. If Grosjean was going to win this race, I'll stand up. If you want to see my reaction, check the streams. My camera's off for the first time.
Oh, was this Will Power? Oh, so Grosjean dropped it on his own right in front of Will Power, who yesterday said Will Power, who said he'd like to punch Roman Grosjean on the face. No, but Grosjean dropped it all on his own. Just at turn 2, the rear tire he braked on the grass, and the rear tire's had no traction. And round and round goes the Delaware Life number 28 car, Vandretti of Roman Grosjean.
What did
it
take?
To him. This is McLaughlin getting through on Ferrucci. Oh my goodness, maybe not actually.
What does it take for Grosjean to get good luck? As I mean, that's Scott McLaughlin going for a move that we didn't see on live as pit stops.
There we go, and more pit stops. This is Herta pitting from the lead, Jess.
Yeah, I believe it's hard to tell if they're how many stops they've done.
Everyone
so far.
in pit row.
Wow, that's quick, and fuel as well for Colton Herta.
Not a lot of fuel being put on. Herta's getting away very quickly there. Some of the others might go a bit longer on fuel. Remember, we still got about 40 laps to go here.
Yeah, already. Hopefully, we get to watch the end of F1 as well.
Well, we might do. I think I might have to just catch up after this.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Alex Palou rejoined as well.
Rosenquist, staying out, has managed to inherit the lead, but it is behind him. Herta, Palou,
Caution!
as they were before. Caution.
What's caused that? I think it's that Grosjean spin.
In the pit lane. It's
oh,
no.
That's Carl Kirkwood.
Oh, no. After crashing and qualifying, more bad luck for Kirkwood.
And crashing in the race as well at the start.
Yeah, well, I missed that. Sorry, thanks for informing me there, Jess.
Yeah. Well, glad you got me at the end of the day as well. So, that's him out. Surely, why was that caution caused? Was it just a pit? Oh, that's what. Oh,
he couldn't get into his pit box because of that.
And there's number 11 coming in as well. I think it's just about. Oh my goodness, that was close.
Formula 1, an unsafe release. I'm not sure if they have the same rules about that in IndyCar.
Yeah, I wonder what penalty is that actually. I do need to fix my timing screens actually because it's so ahead at the moment. I keep seeing right. What's a minute and 20 seconds in seconds? That's 80 seconds, isn't it? Roughly.
It's about 80 seconds. Yep.
80 seconds. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully I've fixed that now.
We do have a comment in chat, by the way, from Upright Fossil. It says, how do you miss F1 without missing F1, IndyCar.
That is true.
He also says Grosjean will be a pilot next year if he doesn't get it together soon. As in a full-time airline pilot, I think.
Wow.
Kevin James says, I hope so, right? I'm not a fan of his stars. It looks like Will Power is not the only one a bit annoyed with Roman Grosjean as the cable is brought out. That's why we're having the caution to tow Grosjean's stranded car.
That's Grosjean that caused it.
Caution until everyone a pit. So they didn't want to give anyone an unfair advantage in the pit window. Like Rosenquist having stayed out is probably... Can he pit under caution? I'm not sure what the rules are under IndyCar. Yeah, look at the IndyCar safety team in their big Chevrolet truck trying to tow Grosjean across the racetrack.
I think you can. I think we saw that in Indy 500, I think. So people, I can't remember, actually. If someone could tell us in the chat as well, that would be lovely. As I just fix But
if that's the case, then Rosenquist might be able to save his race here and come out not too far behind the lead. Because he did lose a lot of ground early. And there he is coming into the pits because he's dropping down the timing tower. Turta Palou Newgarden has got up to third ahead of Marcus Armstrong. And it looks like Roman Grosjean has been cabled back onto the track and back into the race there.
He's going to be so many laps down, though.
Look at the gravel he's putting on the track as well. But this reminds me of Lewis Hamilton at the Nürburgring. And there we go. Rosenquist continuing to plummet down the order then as his new boots are being put on in terms of the form of tyres rather than footwear. And he's given a bit of a spray by the pit crew there. Somebody else in pit road as well. It looks like Will Power.
Yes, Will Power is now. Everyone is going in pit road currently. I think everyone's done their stop. I think...
Well, these two look like they're topping up for a bit more fuel. Who's in there with Power? Is that Canapino as well, who we saw spinning earlier?
I think Rosenquist has done 2 stops. 1:44.804. I don't know, to be honest. It's hard to tell with me having one
Rosenquist has come out 24th, so he's gained a couple of positions and all that, coming out ahead of Will Power and Canapino. But Grosjean is dead last and a lap down, as you say, Jess. So...
Yeah.
It sounds like Roman's hopes of victory are remote, but still mathematically he could somehow get himself
still
into
have
the mix
hope.
if everyone ahead hits trouble.
I still have hope.
Anyway.
Please, Joke. I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest, Dad. I think the only
things
time...
have happened. I remember Dario Franchitti winning despite being a lap down one year. I forget what circuit. It was a street circuit somewhere in the United States. But
yeah.
Strange things have happened. You can go a lap down as long as you have the fuel strategy in your favour. But the problem is Grosjean is the only one with the least amount of fueling because he didn't get a chance to pit on account of being stuck in the gravel and making sandcastles.
Yeah. So it's still possible, but not impossible. So at least he got his car still there as well. But... yeah,
that's the same thing, Jess. Possible, but not impossible.
Yeah, possible, but not
that
impossible.
Feels a bit redundant.
Apparently, he's still in the pits on my screen on timing 71.
He might have just made it because obviously he's a long way drift of the pack. There he is in the 88.
Yeah, so he comes out.
Oh, he's come out right behind the safety vehicle as well. Will they let him through? Though it looks like they will.
Yeah, so they're going to be on the lead lap, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
A lot of time to catch up though, because he was the cause of the caution.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Pace car is about to go back into the pit lane. Look, he's signalling to the drivers, so Herta is going to be released any moment now. So Grosjean's got to get a move on.
Well, I think it looks like Adam and Naomi are having a watch along on the Formula One at the moment on their own right now in the common spot. They've abandoned ship.
He's abandoned us, Jess. I feel so hurt.
Omi, how could you? Joking. He wants to watch Formula One at the end of the day. So I can't blame him at the end of the day. So
according to Bernie Eccleston, it's the only motorsport that exists, Jess. So, what we're apparently watching is paint drying.
There's so many other different motorsports, Bernie. What are you on about? Le Mans, I have to say, was my favourite series that covered so far in motorsport so far. And obviously Berlin Formula E was kind of interesting as well. Replay. So who's that? Is that Newgarden? Oh, that happened earlier.
And Joseph forced him off track there. Yeah, so
that was earlier on, and that was earlier on in the race. That was earlier on in the race. I guess they're showing highlights at the moment.
This is good for me because I didn't get a chance to see any of this.
Oh, there's a little bit of a banging wheels there from Lundgaard. It's a bit of a shame because he was doing so good, but he's still in a relatively good position, so he can still do. Maybe it's a change of livery, Ed, that's giving him much better luck as well at the moment. And Fussell and Gavin having some good banter in the chat. Absolutely love to see it, as I think it's Will Power in the pits at the moment.
Will Power in the pits again. Looks like Power's luck has deserted him once more, it seems, because he's fallen, I think, right near the back to where Grosjean is now.
Yeah. So I think he's come out of the pit lane. He's gonna. Yeah. Is he behind Grosjean? I think he might be.
Have a look. I don't believe he is.
What number is he? 78, isn't he?
Believe so. 12, isn't it? Will Power's number 12, Penske.
Oh, well.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
22.
26th Power. So
26th, yeah.
Grosjean, 28.
And timing 71. It's not updating.
It's showing Armstrong and Rossi swapping positions there. So I think Joseph Newgarden has been able to jump ahead of Marcus Armstrong in the pit phase as we ride on board one of the McLarens. Is this Alexander Rossi getting through then? Here we go on Renus VK. Oh no, this is Felix Rosenqvist from earlier.
Venus Rosenqvist and VK. Yeah. So there's not much happening. So NBC has decided to show replay pictures. I think that's what's happening.
That's a shame. Rosenqvist was my pick to win the Indy 500, and he crashed out. So that's
so was Megan's as well. It was Megan's pick for Indy 500. You know what? Might pick a winner for. You'll like this. Might pick a winner for F1.
On?
Lewis Hamilton.
I picked Hamilton as well.
Yeah.
He's got 5 wins at the Circuit du Villeneuve.
And he's going to be starting third. He's starting third because obviously, the race is happening at the moment. If Hamilton wins, if any of them win other than Red Bull, I'll be happy. I wouldn't even mind Alonso winning.
Back to green soon.
Yeah, we're about to go to green.
Bolted off.
Safety cars molted off. Colton Hurd has been leading this race at the very start. We're going green flag here at Road America for lap 15 and 55. The second caution.
Oh, someone in the gravel.
Someone's off. That's Power. No, the number 30. Oh, that's a massive crash. Number 30. That is
Jack Harvey.
Jack Harvey. Oh no. We could ever get another caution.
Move going on.
We don't get to see it. Another caution. As our wall gets past Ericsson.
It looked like Alex Rossi was going to go for a move on Joseph Newgarden and then had to back out because Newgarden is slightly slow because of the caution about to be called. Rossi then had to react as well. So here we go. Jack Harvey about to get going. And does he hit the back of the pink car? That must be... Is that Helio Castroneves?
I think that was. Let me check my live timings. I think that might be Castroneves.
But once he was in the gravel, it was game over there. He just went straight on. I don't think he's getting out of there.
He's not getting that anytime soon. Canapino's gained 1 place from that. He's in 25th at the moment.
He would, because the place he gained is the place that Jack Harvey previously occupied.
Yeah, so it might be Canapino, actually. That was in that as well. So that's that's another British driver out.
Number 60, wasn't it?
Number 60.
I think it was Pagano. He was either Di Francesco or Pagano, yeah.
Di Francesco or Pagano.
Could have been Carl Kirkwood, I guess.
It's not Carl Kirkwood. Kirkwood's in 27, number 27. So it's not Kirkwood.
Cautions breed cautions. That's the case at Road America, certainly, Jess.
Like at BTTC, safety cars breed safety cars. So that's why I had to cover the pre-show, which was quite stressful.
They are going to drag him out Roman Grosjean style and just let him continue in the race because IndyCar doesn't like to see anyone retire, it seems. He's only got a short trip to get back to pit lane, put new nose on.
As long as they can get the engine going, I think they should be allowed, because in F1, you're not allowed to do that. As soon as you've... Well, are you still in the car?
Tow cables really worth their weight in gold. Yeah, they've left him on the track for some reason, which is probably a whole lot of time to sort this out.
Oh, God. A lot of debris as well, I can see.
Gravel, yeah, they're trying to scoop it out. Are these guys marshals or mechanics for Jack Harvey's AJ Foyt team?
Yeah, I think in Formula 1 the rule is you can get going like if you spun, if you get the engine, as long as you haven't got out the car. Oh.
And again, has that happened again? Is that Pagano stuck in the pit lane there?
Hopefully that's not a replay. Hopefully that's not a replay.
That was live.
Oh, that was live. Oh my God. What is happening with that team today in terms of pit stops?
It's just an unfortunate position there. Jack Harvey being now it's come to a stop. So
his engine's gone, I think.
It's been running too long and he's stalled it.
Move out the way, this car's coming. But luckily, caution.
Is the recovery vehicle going to push him into the pit lane at this rate? McLaughlin, by the way, has been able to jump Marcus Ericsson in all of this. So Scott McLaughlin just keeps gaining positions. He was 13th not too long ago. Now he's 8th.
Yeah, because he was hanging about with Pato Award, and now he's...
Oh, look, they're getting the starter motor out. They're going to try and restart the number 30, Jess.
Come on, Jack. I know a lot of Jack Carvey fans will definitely want that at the moment.
Upright Fossil, he just said Carvey.
There we go.
Roars into life and strews gravel all over the final corner, which I'm sure is not going to lead to any more incidents later in the race.
Yeah, actually, let me get the lot. If I turn my tablet down, I should be able to see the timings on my tablet because it's only like a few seconds delay. So, again, that's still not updated. So, Jack Powers in 27, Grosjean 26, but it's showing Grosjean way ahead on NBC for some reason, which is odd. NBC things.
I think we've both gone for grey t-shirts today, Jess, which maybe reflects weather.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Although mine's got, I think, a load of Formula E circuits on it, but here we go.
Yeah.
We're seeing a graphic on screen at the moment. Drivers have a chance to win $1 million by winning on all 3 types of track: street, oval, and road.
So New Gardens won on oval. Oh. No, we can't see that.
I think Palou, it's all the previous winners this season. So obviously Ericsson won at St. Petersburg. Palou has won at Indy Road Course.
New Garden won in oval and Indy and
Texas. This is Rena's VK being released, and the number 60 having to get well out of the way there.
No, that's Kirkwood.
When he said it's Kirkwood again, oh dear! Oh, and he was like squeezed either side.
I swear that was a replay of what happened. There's a replay of what happened before. Yeah, it's a replay of what happened before.
This is the first one.
Yeah, that was the first
one.
One
we just saw was the second incident, I think. So here we go. This wasn't Kirkwood. This is the number 60, isn't it?
What? Oh yeah, yeah. It happened again.
There's 2 pink cars involved. So 2 pink cars having to really find their way into the pits impeded there. But this is where the people who have pit 2 times might be able to eke out a bit later in the race. Who this doesn't work for is Grosjean, able to gain back his lap, or Jack Harvey as well now. But at least Grosjean isn't running last with Jack Harvey hitting the gravel.
So Jack Harvey's 2 laps down, and Roman Grosjean's 1 lap down. And I don't think...
I think Grosjean's done well to get it going so quickly.
I know. He was very lucky. Josh T, if you're watching this back, can you clip my reaction to Grosjean crashing, please? Josh T is in Brands Hatch at the moment, hence why he's not doing Formula 1. I think they've got TV pictures in Formula 1, so Omi and Adam are back in the box. Woo! So that's good. That is good.
So we're waiting for the caution period to end when we're just watching the other broadcasts, Jess.
No, I'm not watching F1 at the moment. I'm avoiding spoilers until if we do get back in the box and they can fill me in on what's happened. That's what happened in Spain.
Just before Joshua left, he did mention that we are the commentary. I think he half garbled it, as Josh tends to do when he's in a hurry and wants to go somewhere else. That we are the commentary team for Formula Sim Racing Pro, and it sounds like you really enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed working alongside you, and I'm sorry that I won't be able to do next weekend at the FSR Montreal race. But just because I'm visiting some of my family friends. In fact, it's friends and family. It's a whole bunch of siblings. One of whom got married a few months ago. The other whom is getting married, I think, next month as well. So it's great. We don't get to see them in between otherwise. So
is Josh doing Academy next week?
I've offered him to do it, and he said he's available. So I think the plan is him and Nathan to do Academy, and I don't know who's doing Pro alongside.
Oh, that will be good. I can't wait for that. I'm watching that.
There are going to be some great drivers. I really can't wait to see George Salagianis back in action because he was so unlucky with that lightning strike, wasn't he? While he was leading in Barcelona, handed it to Victor Ivanov in the end, who did a really good job.
I'm looking forward to it already. I'm glad the head commentators invited me back.
Yeah, sounds like I'm not the only one that's impressed by you, which is good. Anyway, here's Grosjean, by the way.
Oh, Grosjean, is he allowed to be lapping it? No, they're still, I think, in the...
It's in Formula 1, Jess, come on. You don't get to unlap yourself just because the safety car.
Yeah, well, I think they had a brief moment in Indy 500 where you're allowed to do that, but not here, I don't think.
It's true, but that's oval racing where you can unlap yourself a lot quicker without holding up the race.
Scrap that.
It would take a lot longer, I think, and... Other thing as well, it gets to the point as well where literally the safety car period isn't long enough for you to unlap yourself enough time. So if you're like 6 laps down and you've got like a 5-minute safety car, you can maybe get 3 or 4 out of the way, but you might still be 2 laps down by the time they go back to green. Here is McLaughlin continuing his march onward.
Yep, indeed.
So rare to see someone from V8 Supercars in Australia come over and really impress everyone. And McLaughlin, sort of in the vein of a Juan Pablo Montoya, Fernando Alonso, somebody rushes into the pits there. 3 people, in fact. One of them's Will
everyone,
Power.
not everyone,
Grosjean as well.
Grosjean, Power, and the
71, is it?
Is it VK?
21? I think it's VK, yes, 21.
Yeah, it is VK. I'm better getting used to the deliveries now. Power's in.
And Harvey as well.
And Harvey too.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah, so then their next stop. I think we see more cautions and pit stops than we have green flags at this stage at the moment.
Yeah, I think I've missed all the racing. The rest is just going to be cautions for the next 30 laps or so.
I hope not, because I hope not, but... as it stands, Josh may be watching the end of the IndyCar race if it goes like this.
It's the great IndyCar spectacle I've been told so much about. It seems to be only on street courses and ovals. On the road courses like Road America, it's just the most action you see is people burning up at the lake, I think.
Yeah, and crashing. Well, we did have some battles off the start, to be fair, but I have to say... I'm trying to remember, there was one road course, I think, that which was very good. I think the Indy road course was generally quite a decent race.
Sonoma's pretty good as well. And is that New Orleans? Yeah. They're both pretty good tracks.
Yeah.
For racing.
Quite a lot of IndyCar action. Apparently, according to Josh, this is the last clash with IndyCar with F1, I believe. Hopefully.
Oh, thank goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got, I think... Josh was originally going to go to Portland for Formula E next weekend, but I believe that has fallen through. Luckily, it's on a Saturday, so I will be able to commentate on that, even though I'm going to miss FSR.
Yeah, I think are they getting Nick as well on Sunday? Is it double header for Portland?
No, I think Portland's a single header. Rome is going to be a double header, and then we've got London to see out the season, which I'm going to be going to in person. So
I was going to, but money.
Okay. Well, I can lend you some if you really need. But,
I know, but Josh wants Josh wants me to do. Josh wants me to do BTCC Croft.
Judy calls. I understand.
Yeah. But
see, the trick is I booked the tickets before Josh asked me to do anything now again.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, green flag. Hopefully, we can actually get underway and actually get some battles.
Very close this time.
Yeah, here we go. So Colton Hurd the lead, Alex Palou second, Newgarden in third position. We've got Marcus Armstrong and Lundgaard fighting with each other. When was the last time they fought with each other? It was in Formula 2 so many years ago. They're doing so well in IndyCar so far. Could be free ride. Rossi under threat as well, both from Armstrong and from Lundgaard as well. Behind we've got Pato Award in this fight as well, right in the middle of this as well. As Lundgaard being boxed in, I think, from McLaughlin as well. Marcus Ericsson in this too as well. But the only one that's not in it is Grosjean and Harvey, but they're still back in this race as well. Possession at the moment, but still, it's clean. That's why I say, is that? That is that is Armstrong up the inside of Rossi. And there he goes. Great move. That is a great move from Armstrong.
Not so clean behind, though. Is that Ericsson being pushed off by Di Francesco?
That might be, Di Francesco as well. That's...
Ferrucci making a move as well. He's bullying Ericsson, so Ericsson really losing out on this restart.
Oh my God! No! 60.
Off track.
Get back on the circuit. Be careful with the unsafe retry. He just goes ahead of his teammate as well. Oh, side by side. They make a bit of grogs out there. Keep it clean, lads. Is Grosjean in it? No, that's Calapino, I think, as well. Or it might be. Oh no, it's Grosjean letting the drivers through, I presume, in front. I think that's what happened.
He might be trying to unlap himself, I think, down in 26. So him and Harvey both a lap down then. Canapino, I think, is the last of those still on the lead lap. But it's all getting very, very chaotic down here. But up front, Palou, 8 tenths then behind Colton Herder in the battle for the lead. And is there going to be a move into Canada corner? Nope.
I think we're seeing moves in the same corner, I think we're only seeing it into turn 5. I don't know what the corner numbers is.
With the cautions being so regular here, Jess, I think this is going to turn into a fuel mileage race the way things are going. That it's going to be about can you hit the front at the right time.
That is the award on Lundgaard.
Pato Award.
So award up to 6th again. Lundgaard hopefully will fight back
Got
soon.
the two McLarens, 5th and 6th then. Is that Del Francesco trying to fight through past McLaughlin there? He's holding on to that 8th position.
Yeah.
And, he's under attack from Ericsson, who looks pretty fired up, having dispensed of Graham Rahal.
Yeah, Graham Rahal still in this race, of course, as well. In 13th
That's
spot.
Dixon, sorry.
Oh, that's Ilott. Is that No, it's not Ilott. It's
Malukas getting past Ilott, I think.
Oh, no, that's not Ilott. That could be. Oh, it's hard to tell. They changed their liveries. Dixon past Francesco.
Dixon is on the move.
Dixon's on the charge. I think all McLarens are on a charge at the moment as well, running different liveries, I have to say. It does look very nice.
I agree. The different liveries can be a bit tricky. The McLarens are at least somewhat consistent with each other in that they're orange, and they're one of the few orange cars in the field, basically.
You could tell if it's a McLaren. Even if it's got a different feel to it, you could tell it's a McLaren.
With the Penske's, with the Andretti's, they've all got wildly different liveries from one another, and they don't always have the names on the halo or anything, which makes it slightly tricky to tell. But here's Alex Rossi. From the halo, it looks like a blue car, but it's actually got a few orange elements on it, and this is Rossi chasing down, is that Armstrong in front of him, who got past earlier. So the pit stop, potentially he's got... probably not that much fresher tyres, actually, than Alex Rossi. So I think Armstrong is really fired up and trying to overcome Newgarden again, who, of course, sort of overtook him during the pit stops earlier.
Will that be Armstrong's first podium?
Depends if he can get through, because he's still got to worry about Alexander Rossi, who seems to just keep trailing in the background. Seems to keep gaining under braking as well. So I think being held up a bit here by Newgarden.
Push to pass. We're seeing how much they've got left, I believe. Hurt hasn't used any.
Not surprising, he's been leading.
Yeah, he's been leading. Paloma's used 2. Newgarden's used quite a bit. Rosenquist hasn't got much.
Used the most.
Rosenquist hasn't got much
got
as well.
80 seconds left.
Yeah, only 80 seconds, yeah. Which is a shame. Oh, there's Lundgaard, I think, on awards.
It would be a shame. It would be a shame if it was anyone but Santino Ferrucci. I think Ferrucci, I don't usually judge drivers by their hairstyles, but I think Ferrucci, it's the least of the things wrong with him, but his haircut is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm not too keen on his haircut, to be honest, but he did well in Indy 500 qualify.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was my pick. I can't remember who was my pick. I think it was Ferrucci, then it was Palou, and then it changed to Newgarden at the last second. But
move going on here.
Oh, that is a number.
Dixon. Dixon being overtaken at Canada Corner. Is it? Oh no, that's outside. Oh no, the car on board got it all wrong.
Was that the? That's replay.
Of Indy Francesco, I think, just getting it wrong there. And this
that's
is
Ericsson,
being shuffled out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a replay.
No, this is Castro Neves, isn't it?
Oh, is that?
Yeah, because he goes off track as well.
Yeah, I was. Oh, yeah, because I was like unsafe rejoin. I remember that.
That was a bit of a hairy moment because there was that opportunity around the outside. We saw the wheels briefly lifting off the ground as he went over the curb and onto the grass, doing a bit of lawn mowing there. For Neves, as we see McLaren's on the move, that is Rossi going around the outside into turn 1 of Marcus Armstrong.
Nice move from Rossi up to 4th place now, and I think Award could get Armstrong too, but Armstrong could fight back again in the same corner as we saw earlier. My oh my.
So we're going to work with Rossi here, or is he going to try and get past him as soon as possible?
He's got to.
Because he's backed Armstrong into him now, has Rossi.
I think if he does not, I think there could be cause chaos. So here is Marcus Armstrong as well. Oh, there's
Rossi blocking in the middle of the road so that Armstrong can't go around the outside. Is Palou being overtaken by Newgarden.
Oh, contact! Oh my goodness, that almost ended in tears for Palou, who has never finished outside the top 5 this season. It almost came under threat from that move alone. Look, Palou was very lucky from Newgarden. Newgarden's up to 2nd place. Don't forget, the last winner here was Joseph Newgarden last year.
Yeah, I wonder if Palou got it wrong into turns 5 and 6 there. I just went a bit too wide, and that created opportunity for Newgarden, and there was contact. Unfortunately, Palou had to turn in to make sure he didn't go off track.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that meant contact with Newgarden. Luckily, both cars intact, as you say. Rosenquist, by the way, having spun off earlier, is up to 15th now, and definitely on a charge. Here's a replay.
So here's a play of Palou Newgarden.
Oh,
that was
Newgarden went into him.
Talk about push to pass.
That was unnecessary from Joseph.
Talk about push to pass. It's kind of like punt to pass. Punt to pass. Exactly. I don't think that's allowed in IndyCar. It's allowed in NASCAR. Not IndyCar.
Rubbing is racing, as they say in those parts of the world, with the tin tops. But this is all working out brilliantly for Colton Herta, because now he's got a 1.5 second lead. As Palou and Newgarden continue to squabble over second place into turn 1, Jess.
Here he comes then, as they go down the hill once again. This is. I think this is shaping up to be a lot better race than we saw at the start, because I think we are getting more in terms of strategy tyres. Well,
Say that after Newgarden punted Palou into the side there.
I know, apart from Newgarden and punting his rival. I think that shouldn't have happened.
Armstrong trying to go around the outside. Here we go.
Oh, is he going to go around the outside of, I think it's O'Ward.
Rossi.
No,
it's Rossi. But that creates opportunity for Pato O'Ward to go up the inside a little bit on the grass.
Brilliant.
Beautiful move there.
And there's Lundgaard.
And Lundgaard's going to get through as well. You lose one place, it seems you lose several at the same time, and that is what poor Marcus Armstrong has found there, Jess.
Boom, have my place. Boom, have my place. Boom. I think that's what it is, isn't it?
It seemed that way, yes. But anyway, still Herta yet to use any push to pass, but now Newgarden has used more out of anyone else in the top 3.
Yeah, I can't believe Ferrucci's used a lot already. I think Herta's going to wait till near the end to use all his push to pass, I think, if he's leading. But it's 1.2. Newgarden is closing in quite rapidly on Herta. 1.2 seconds now. It was 2 seconds earlier. So this is Armstrong, and that's Pato
O'Ward going up the inside of him. Yes,
that was a bit of contact, but no harm done. And there's Lundgaard as well, trying to go for a move. I think he's very opportunistic, as we were saying earlier. I was trying to think of a word to say earlier about that. So here he goes, up the inside. That was lovely. That was beautiful.
Yeah, sort of had to do that move. And the problem is Armstrong seems to be very fired up and eager to get back through, just like Palou is quite fired up and eager to get back into second place here. Colton Herta's taken 10 pole positions in his career, but he hasn't taken as many victories, I don't think, as Rosenqvist gains another place, this time past Malukas. So Felix definitely on the charge. Ericsson is a fellow countryman, his next target.
Yep. Rosenqvist up to 14th place, despite that spin earlier on. And obviously, if you are watching it IndyCar as well, massive shout out to you guys as well. And IndyCar, don't put a race on at the same time as Formula 1. Again, thank you very much. Yours sincerely, JB Motorsports.
That may not necessarily be their fault. That might not necessarily be their fault. And also, it's kind of Josh's fault for trying to cover every motorsport series under the sun, usually by himself, it must be said. And here we go. Gavin Jones says, Ed, I'm not sure why he's singling me out because you're here too, Jess. Watch out for New Zealander Shane Van Gisborne, current Supercars champ, having a NASCAR experience in July, car 91. I think that's Shane Van Gisbergen. But yeah, that is very exciting. As we see, is that Stingray Rob gaining positions? Yes, because the 18 has stopped.
Oh, I think we're going to have a caution. Malukas. And I've literally just had a quick look at the Formula 1 stream, and they're on a safety car. So we got a safety car and caution at the same time.
Poor David. Whatever's happened, it looks like it stopped on its own. But David Malukas will go no further in this race, sadly.
At least it didn't take that long to bring out the caution this time. At least they brought it out straight away. Will we see pit stops?
Oh, that's some good technique there by the attendance marshal there. He's holding the flag with one hand, but double-sided, like a double-bladed lightsaber or something.
No retirement so far, but we could see our first one. But we'll try and see if we could get the car back in the race.
The starter motor in the back of that pickup truck about to be used, I think, to try and resuscitate David Malukas.
If it was F1, you're not allowed to restart the engine. You're gone. That's it.
This is IndyCar.
That's why I like IndyCar. Can we have a start-up motor for F1, please? To have more people in.
The cars are a little bit more simple. You don't necessarily need a massive laptop to get these things going on. There's obviously a little bit of software in some of these cars just to make sure the fuel mix works accordingly in the electronic system.
It's getting out the car!
Oh, well, that's a shame. Malukas had just been overtaken, so I think there was an issue that had manifested itself a few laps earlier. He was just losing power as McLaren getting ready for it to box onto the red tyres. So that's the softest going on. The local team tends to David Malukas, who seems fine, but his spirit looks a little bit broken there. Oh, they even have a broom in the back of the pace car. I just noticed that.
So that's our first retirement of the race so far. We're down to 26 runners. Jack Harvey's not last. 'Cause he's still going at the
Nope,
moment, despite
but,
being a lap down.
He's last of those still going there.
Yeah, despite being a lap down. But I'm just trying. No, yeah, they're still a lap down. So yeah, it's
McLaren have made good progress in this race. They've got Rossi 4th, O'Ward 5th. And if they split the strategies here, that could work to their advantage. Sorry,
I did predict in Formula One. I'm not seeing what's happening in Formula One. So if it comes back to bite me when I look at the results later, I'm probably going to kill myself. I did predict Lando Norris is going to do well.
That's a bit harsh on yourself, Jess. We need you next weekend. Please don't.
I did. What is next weekend? Is it? No, it's not Austria next weekend, is it? Or is it a week break?
It's Formula E in Portland.
I'll be asleep during the races.
Well, I hope you're not sleeping through FSR Pro.
No, I won't. I won't. I'll be there for FSR Pro.
It'd be hard to be fair, because it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Gavin says, yes, it was Shane Van Gisbergen. I think autocorrector changed it to Gisborne. And there we go. All of the top 5, 6 coming into the pit lane under caution.
Not
only Armstrong staying out.
Armstrong staying out. So I think most people are making their second stop of the race.
Making their third, because a couple of people pit under both cautions.
Oh.
There
Why
we
is
go.
it only saying one pit stop for them on timing 71 then? Might be that you're not allowed.
Might not have been an official pit stop. Yeah, might have just been to put a new wing on. And this is where it gets chaotic again, Jess, as they all try and shuffle for position into their pit boxes, as Palou now is serviced.
I think Palou looking like the top 5 sheet is still going to continue, but you never know.
Oh, too wide. Both
in the
McLaren
pit
side
lane.
by side.
Oh,
O'Ward.
this is like Monza all over again, apart from it's in the race rather than quali. All still bunched together. That's great to see. We've got the...
Palou has been able to jump Newgarden in all of that, by the way, and Herter. So Colton Herter's had a slower stop than Alex Palou and Joseph Newgarden.
So Palou is
O'Ward
effectively...
has jumped Rossi.
Yeah, so Palou effectively your net race leader.
At the moment, but it depends how much fuel has been put in that car. I suspect that Chip Ganassi may have underfueled the number 10 there. But Power and Armstrong staying out, I've sort of inherited a somewhat artificial lead.
But I think they've still got to make another stop, though.
Well, certainly, yeah. If not now, then at some point later on.
Well, let's look at Herter's stop then. It's probably going to be quite slow. So that's the fuel pump. We can see the rear.
Didn't seem to be any kind of issue with putting the tyres on. It was just more fuel being put in, I think. So this could go back to his advantage. Comes out, and we are going to see the top 2 of Newgarden and Palou emerging in front of him.
Yeah, let's look at the replay. Let's look at the replay. How does it look?
Oh, the front.
No,
it's
a jack.
Right.
Yeah, it was a tail right.
Well.
The front right.
Oh. There they are. So Palou, Newgarden, and then Colton Herter, and then the 2 McLarens of O'Ward and Rossi, and then
I love that shot. I love that shot.
3, Dixon.
Wow.
Number 3 is McLaughlin, isn't it? Yes.
Yes. Number 3 is McLaughlin in 8th spot. He's in the Team Penske car.
Where he was, yeah, exactly. So McLaughlin could still factor into things a bit later on, but at the moment, you've got to say it's. I think it's between Palou and Colton Herter at the moment, or possibly in McLaren's being able to be a factor if they can get ahead of Colton Herter. This is a really, really crucial restart coming up, Jess.
Yeah, I think the McLarens have the upper hand because they got O'Ward and Rossi as well. They got Rosenquist as well that might hold up the
Rossi's
field.
Probably got slightly more fuel in as well.
Exactly, so he can hold up the field a little bit, which could help O'Ward quite a lot here as well. But teamwork could come into play as well, and we have seen good strategies to play for some of the cars as well. Yeah, I think I have to say, out of all the series, McLaren has been the most successful this year in IndyCar, more than F1. But still, McLaren
also they've got 3 horses in the races as opposed to the usual 2.
Yeah, but they're scoring points in most races, believe it or not, apart from Rosenquist in Indy 500, which was annoying. I think we were all gutted, to be honest. We were like, no.
I've been doing all that well in Formula E, though. To be fair, with Rene Rast and Jake Hughes have taken a few pole positions with Jake Hughes, though, to be fair. And Rene Rast got a podium, I think, in Saudi Arabia. But although they are sponsored by Neom, so I'm not too upset to see the Neom McLaren team doing bad, or Nemo McLaren as I call them.
I think McLaren got their first podium in Extreme E, I think, the recent round as well. So with Emma Gilmore and God help me, I'm trying to think of the male driver.
Faust, is it?
Tanner Faust, yeah, that's it.
Not Tanner.
Tanner Faust. So yeah,
I think it's Tanner. Yeah.
Yeah, they got their first podium as well, which was quite nice to see. So they are getting their second season as well, and they're doing a lot better this season than last season. I want them to get a win, though. I want them to get a win. So bad.
Scott Dixon for Chip Ganassi. And how many times, by the way, have we seen over the years Scott Dixon just, through clever fuel or tyre strategy, sneak into wins that he's looked like anonymous in some race, and then suddenly towards the end he gets right towards the front. He's the sort of smiling Kiwi, the silent assassin, as we go to a replay of Scott Dixon on stream. There we go.
Qualifying. So
Tim
that was
wrong,
yesterday.
that's why he didn't qualify so well, with a mistake in that looked like turn 2 or 3 there.
Oh, it's absolutely sticky in my room. My chair is absolutely sweating.
I've had to turn the light on so that people can see me. If you look at a replay of practice 2, this is Will Power, and it's the collision move. It's the collision with Dick. This is his. Yes, with Dixon. So,
jeez.
Good job on Penske to repair that. So this is why he was so upset with Dixon wrecking his weekend. And there was another collision with Grosjean as well, who he said, "Oh, I want to punch Roman." But, yeah, Dixon just pulled across unsighted, and that's really why the both of them found this. Oh, look at him, and he's giving rude gestures. Been colourfully concealed there by some emojis.
Yeah, because in America, I think
no.
It's not watershed yet, so that's why. Because green flag.
Double finger salute as we go to green flag that Dixon's so famous for, and a move at the final corner, Jess.
Final corner already, and I think people are trying to make moves left, right, and centre. But Marcus Armstrong leads, but he's going to have the older tyres compared to Alex Palou and Newgarden. And we'll watch Palou and Newgarden fight for it. At the moment, we've got both of the McLaren still fighting. It's not side by side action happening everywhere right now. As Will Power trying to defend from, I think it's Grosjean trying to unlap himself. Someone's gone off!
Oh, yeah, so Colton Herta's got by O'Ward, but not Alex Palou, as Newgarden has really lost out here.
Yeah, Newgarden's lost. He's down to 6th place. From 2nd to 6th.
Lundgaard has also really been shuffled down as well, so the race continues not to go his way. Armstrong and Power staying out. I'm not sure if this is going to work for them. They might be able to sneak back into the lower end of the points a bit later on, as there's more side-by-side, and that is Newgarden and McLaughlin, as McLaughlin goes off track.
Yeah, McLaughlin's off track. Oh, yeah, Dixon. We've had about an hour into this race, I believe. Oh!
VK making a move. Oh, and is that, I think, must be Castor Nevers or somebody being dropped off in the pink car. Oh, another move being made there by the 27 of Carl Kirkwood, but Lundgaard blocks him off. We go into the carousel then. This is such a tricky part of the track, this constant right-hander, Jess. It's so easy to drop it if you go offline. But the order, Armstrong, Power, Palou, Herta, O'Ward, Newgarden, Dixon, McLaughlin. Rossi is dropped down to 9th.
Rahal in 10th.
Chris has got himself up into 11th as well, crucially past Marcus Ericsson.
Don't forget pit stops, though. I think most people pitted, to be fair, so not going to lie there.
Rosenquist was behind Ericsson just before the pit stop, so Felix Ericsson, having spun off, is now nearly back in the top 10 on merit.
That's just
down
to pace.
Armstrong and Power pit, yeah.
Fastest lap, I believe, belongs to Newgarden with a 1:44.102, unless the timings have had a mare on me. Oh, it might be Colton Herta.
Is Alex Palou going to defend here? That's the big question, Jess, because Palou is going to try and hold him up and back him into the pack here. It's his only chance of winning.
Yeah. I was worried that my OBS wasn't working, but it's all good. I was worried that it wasn't working because it was like...
makes another move into turn 1.
Yeah, it's working. It's all good. I had a panic because it was still loading on my tablet.
Go out and come back in and see if that helps with the latency, because I feel like you're responding with a bit of a gap to me, Jess. So I apologise for that.
That's absolutely fine. And I'm the only one using the internet, so I don't get it. But and the pictures are having a bit more pixelated at the moment. Here comes. Is that? Oh yeah, that's Herta on. Is that Herta? Was that Herta? I think that was. Yeah, that was. That might have been actually. Has he? Oh, someone's gone off. That might have been Armstrong. That might have been Armstrong that's gone off. Hold on, let me get the driver tracker. I should have checked that he was gone from the Discord, but yeah. But luckily not much is shown. I can hear you. Hello. Hello?
Okay, all good. Sorry, that was...
Yeah, your camera's still loading for me. Your camera's still loading for me, but I think we've got a bit of a delay.
I might have to turn it off then. I think it might be a bit too much for... Oh, I think I turned it off right as it turned itself on there. But I can try again.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
I'm on the driver tracker. It's all good. So yeah, more
I'm
technical
still quite
issues.
to power now.
Yeah, power's still getting a gap. I think you're back. Just say hopefully hopefully it matches the lips. Just try and say something quickly before I go to cameras.
Okay, look at my lips, Jess.
Look at your lips. I think it's all right.
I mean, read. I think it's more mustache than lip at this point. But...
yeah, we're back on cameras. There we go. It's all fixed. Woohoo!
Okay, so Armstrong now has got a 3.2 gap to Power, so this could really help him later on. Will Power doing his job for him, holding up Colton Herter. He's now got past Alex Palou's Newgarden in a battle with, is that Dixon behind him? It's all getting very, very tense as Rosenquist still fighting away with McLaughlin for 9th.
Yeah, ninth spot is a task as well. I wonder if Rossi's going to help his teammate Rosenquist as well. Look at the McLaren sandwich that McLaughlin is at the moment. And I have to say, McLaughlin's done very well in IndyCar so far, looking to score more wins to his back pocket so far. Here comes Rosenquist on McLaughlin, I think.
Oh, he touched the back. I think that may have actually
That's
been
a
replay,
I think. Is that a replay?
It's into Canada corner. Yeah, who is he fighting with here? That's the black car, isn't it? A black and blue
Is that
car.
Rahal?
It was Rahal who he passed earlier, yes.
Yeah, that might have been.
He might give Graham Rahal a puncher, I wonder, but hopefully Graham's okay. But there's Delvin DiFrancesco being overtaken. This is him being pushed off before the caution, wasn't it, by Runas VK?
Yeah, that might have been.
There's only really one line there through turns 4, 5, 6, isn't it? Under the bridge, as there is that Rahal? No, it's Ferrucci. Getting it all wrong in the Sexton car.
Josh just messaged me saying if we're all still good. Yeah, we're still good. And I've just done weird emojis.
Comes to number 11.
Number 11. Let me get the YouTube up again. So
that's Armstrong.
That is Armstrong that's in. So Power inherits the lead for now.
Yeah, but he needed to get some fuel in that car. So Armstrong, this alternate strategy, has now got to come out in clean air and really push for these last 18, 15 laps or so, isn't he? That they've got to go.
I think I know the reason why we were buffering a little bit. I was dropping frames a little bit.
Oh, and he's going to drop a position here. That looks like Rosenquist finally ran the outside of Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, Scott McLaughlin trying to go down the inside. That was quite tough going through in that corner as well, but it was still done. Not that long to go until the end.
Rosenquist had made the move before they got to the corner, so there was no point trying to dive up the inside because he would have just crashed into them.
Yeah, because we don't want another caution, guys. We don't want another caution. So Herter passed Palou. So Herter's leading with Palou in. So that was the battle you didn't see when you were trying to get your camera fixed. I was wondering who that was, but it was Herter on Palou before Armstrong went off. It looked like. So yeah.
Yeah, and surely Will Power is going to have to come in soon as well, depending on how much more fuel he has.
I think you cut off a little bit there, Ed. Hopefully it's my...
Sorry about that. I think I might have to turn the camera off because it's just...
Yeah. Well, we'll keep the camera off of it for the time being. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's your laptop being an idiot.
That's being old, I think. There's no cure for that.
Hold on. What I'll do is I will fix the camera. Just have my camera at the moment. I'll just get rid of the Discord until because there we go. So it is hard to see. I think you like the new layout, by the way. But there we go. I'll just you can't see Ed's face, but you can see my face. There we go. That's That's
Probably
better
the
than
way
nothing,
people
I
would
guess.
prefer it.
No.
Anyway.
Not necessarily. They want. To be fair, they want to. They want to see your
Ericsson
face as
making a
well.
move now.
Yeah, so I was just trying to fix OBS. That's why I couldn't see much because I'm on one screen. So that's Ericsson fighting the two McLarens. Rosecrest up to 8th. Rossi up to 7th. And we've got Dixon as well in the team. Is that Penske? Yeah, the Chip Ganassi Racing as well. So the liveries look similar, but he's not in McLaren. He's in Chip Ganassi right now. As Grosjean trying to do all he can to unlap himself in the background.
As Rosengrist going quite a tight line into the carousel there behind Alexander Rossi, his teammate, as side by side go Dixon.
Brilliant.
And,
No, that's great. There's Grosjean.
Is that no? Grosjean being lapped, sorry.
Yeah, that's Grosjean being lapped,
quite
I
a risky
think.
place to be lapped, though.
Yeah, it is.
McLaren's tailing each other. Is Rosengrist going to try and make a move into Canada corner? This looks a bit risky. Ericsson through now on Grosjean as well.
And Armstrong, by the way, has dropped down to 24th place. So what's happened there? I think because most people have done their pit stops early on as well.
He pit, didn't he? That's what happened. As there we go, Power now comes in from the lead. Looks like Grosjean as well.
Yeah, Grosjean is in as well for his next stop. And some of the pit stops are updating on my screen now, which is great to see. It now says, I think it says Will Power made 5 stops, I think, which is quite a lot.
So Marcus Armstrong is 36 seconds down after his stop, and he's the last car still on the lead lap now. And I think Will Power is going to come out somewhere around that position as well, as Grosjean is released. Oh, just goes into his box right as Will Power's leaving.
That was close. That was close, to tell you the truth as well. If you are liking the stream so far, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Oh, that's Lundgaard on McLaughlin. This time he couldn't get it.
Dropping back this whole stint. I wonder if McLaughlin has gone heavy on fuel here.
Yeah.
Perhaps he hasn't changed tyres in a while. Because he's on the red tyres. Maybe they're wearing out a bit quicker than expected.
Yeah, McLaughlin on... No, Lundgaard's on the red tyres as well. Lundgaard's on the red tyres too, so I don't get... it might be fuel then. Because they're on the same tyre.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
It's one of the confusing things with the... And it's sort of one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad that we don't have refueling in Formula 1, because it does lead to a lot of needlessly confusing strategy, or people just doing glory runs so they can be at the front for the first 30 laps before reality sets in and they need to put more fuel in.
I know why they got rid of it.
What you usually get in Formula 1 was people just putting as much fuel in the car as they could, and that would be the team that would win the race usually.
And I know why they got rid of it, because obviously there was quite a few accidents that happened. A lot of
the refueling as well. Yeah. That's why you see the spraying whenever that's a sort of preliminary extinguishment.
Yeah.
To make up a word, to sort of make sure that the octane fuel doesn't just go everywhere. I think.
22 laps to go of the Grand Prix at Road America, the NTT IndyCar
It's
Series.
21 actually.
Pardon? 21 laps. What? It said 20 a moment ago. Oh, now it's 21. It is 21. Okay, they just crossed the line.
Ericsson on a bit of a charge. Maybe he's saved his push to pass for this moment because he's got past Rosengrist then for 7th.
Yeah, we are. I think we're starting to see moves left, right, centre. Palou now 8 tenths behind her. So I wonder if Palou could pull off a late charge as well for the lead. And
love to see how much push to pass they have in the top 3 left. Ward is doing really well to hold on to that 3rd position, but I wonder who's going to have the fuel mileage here and who's going to end up having to coast it home. As up the inside goes Carl Kirkwood on
No, that's Kirkwood on Eilert. No, Pagenaud on Eilert.
It's the two pink cars, it's such a common colour in IndyCar for some reason.
Yeah. I wonder if on the IndyCar website, I'm a bit confused on what it doesn't show push to pass, I don't think, on the IndyCar website, which is annoying. They should do, because otherwise we have to wait until NBC show it at the moment. The thing we're not getting is NBC's commentary, and we heard it at the beginning, but that's pretty much it. That's the one that's back to normal when we're next racing in IndyCar. So we will be back to normal proceedings because there's going to be no clashes. We're all going to be good as well.
To be fair, if you're just playing the TV commentary, it sort of defeats the whole point of us commentating, isn't it?
Well, I had to do it. I had to do it for a little bit whilst Josh was sorting out his stuff with Megan earlier on. Because I was rambling on and I ended up talking absolute garbage. I was just like, you know what? Next race, Mid-Ohio is the next race, July 2nd.
Oh, Ericsson on the move again. Rosenquist trying to get back around the outside, but Marcus Ericsson holds firm. No, it's
Ericsson
Rossi, sorry, he's clear.
Yeah, Ericsson on Rossi. So Ericsson's up to 6th place. He's having a good race so far.
That's the problem with some of the McLarens looking a bit similar, that it's hard to remember. Who's in the orange and black and who's in the orange and blue? And who's in just the orange one? And looks like there's going to be Rosenquist around the outside of Alex Rossi. So Rosenquist using more of that push to pass, but Rossi holds the inside, Jess.
They can't fight too much because otherwise they're going to pull away from they're going to pull back from Marcus Ericsson. A bit of love tap from the two of them. And I think that is Rosenquist past Rossi or the other way round?
It is. That's Felix Fruit.
Yep, that is. As it takes a while to update. Scott McLaughlin is there as well. Lundgaard trying to fight back. We've got someone in the pit lane. That is who just came in. Jack Carey's just entered and left the pit, so he's done his pit stop. He's I think still 1 or 2 laps down behind the leader as well.
Armstrong and Power are right together, by the way, 31 seconds behind the lead. So they are gaining ground, but they've got to rely on everyone up front making another pit stop, which is not necessarily guaranteed.
And caution. No, actually, no, they don't want cautions. They want more people to do their pit stops at the end of the day as well.
Need it flat out to the end, because otherwise no one's going to need a pit, I think. It depends how much fuel they've all put in and who is, by the way, just going to stay out and coast it home. But Hello, still within 6 tenths then of Colton Herder. So Alex Blow still in this, but it's all going to come down to a fight for track position now here at Road America with 20 laps remaining. 19, sorry.
Yeah, by the way, Marcus Ericsson started 9th, finished 6th. Ethan Rosenquist started 16th. The lowest was 27th and the highest was 3rd. And his fastest time 144.662. So,
yes.
To be
he
fair,
fell to 27th and gained 20 places to run 7th. So I think that's a pretty good race.
That is pretty good. I think what's helped was the cautions.
Definitely.
The cautions did help him ever so slightly.
And is that Lundgaard on McLaughlin?
Yeah, that's Lundgaard. I think Lundgaard, one of his best races of the season so far. Don't forget, he won in the road course earlier on in the season as well. I think that was him. He got pole. One of the two. Well, he might have won.
He definitely got pole. It might have been an Indy road course, I think.
Yeah, he definitely got pole. But the lowest Lundgaard was at 13th. So, definitely one of his best races of the season as well. Definitely settling well in IndyCar as well. I believe it's his 2nd season in IndyCar and doing a really stellar job. Will he ever go back into maybe a Formula 1 seat? I don't think so. I think IndyCar is where he belongs at the moment. So he will stay there.
It's good. A lot of it comes down to money, doesn't it? Where it's just a little bit cheaper. You can be paid as a professional in series like IndyCar. And sports cars as well, I think, has a similar appeal in that sense.
And NASCAR maybe as well. Kobayashi.
Well, NASCAR, there's a bit more sort of, you have to bring a bit of a sponsorship with you. But still, there's a novelty to seeing. And we saw even the Garage 56 entry at Le Mans.
That was
It
brilliant.
definitely feels like Europeans are accepting. And it was really funny. I was watching the Formula 1 coverage, and they did an interview with Giovinazzi, and Jenson Button was there, and he said, I hope we didn't hold you up when you were lapping us. When I was driving.
Roman in trouble. Again. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. No, don't get... I was worried he was going to be out the race. That is
didn't signal it was a replay.
That was a jump and a half from Roman Grosjean. Oh, my goodness.
You can't accuse him of not pushing to catch back up, but it looks a bit of a
I'm usually checking Twitter for all the IndyCar stuff, but I can't because I'm probably going to get spoiled with Formula 1 stuff. So this is the first time today that I'm not checking Twitter.
18 laps to go. Is that Armstrong and Power getting past Di Francesco then?
Yeah.
Delvin Di Francesco's either had to make another stop or has fallen down the order.
He might have to make another stop.
I think a couple of people have had to make another stop because they've got up to the top 22nd, 23rd for the pair of them.
Question is, will their tyres make it?
Could yield a few points for them. But the guys up front have got even more worn tyres at the moment. Palou still 7-8 tenths then behind Colton Herder. Herder dealing with the pressure brilliantly here. And how many victories has Colton Herder taken? I think he's taken about 2 or 3, hasn't he, in his IndyCar career so far?
I'll check that for you.
Okay, if you can do it for me, it means that I don't have to do anything, which is great.
Yeah, I could. Luckily, I've got my trusty tablet with me, which is quite nice as well.
Kevin Jones says Armstrong pulling away on old tyres. Well, he did have less fuel when he was pulling away in the lead.
Yeah,
And
so
Rob
he
Brown
might need to
says-
pit again. He might need to pit again.
And Rob Brown says Will Power is the old master. So he thinks Will Power is on a strategy where he won't have to pit again.
Ooh,
As everyone
very
up front may have to.
That
See if
could-
it works. 17 laps remaining.
I don't think he's won this season, Will Power, yet, has he?
He's not had a great deal of luck, has he?
No, he's had a lot better season last season, let's just say.
He's been in a foul mood all weekend, Will Power. Like,
Yeah.
that interview he gave yesterday was pretty kind of a war on everyone, it sounded like.
Right,
was
so
the tone of it.
IndyCar. So he's had 1 win last season, and he's had 3 in 2021, 1 in 2020,
least 4.
2 in 2019.
7.
In 2018, 0. Yeah, so that's, hold on, let me do the maths here.
This will be win number 8 then, if he can pull it off.
Oh no, oh yeah, he won an Indy Lights as well. Does that count? So 1.
Not in IndyCar.
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
count.
it's 1, 2. Hold on, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this will be his 8th if he wins. If Herta wins, it'll be his 8th win in IndyCar.
We're
Wow.
learning how to count now too, Jess. It's really educational, this podcast.
I know. There was one radio show I did when I was doing a quiz, and it was like I was counting down, and for some reason I was like 3, 2, 4. My brain was raffled. It was crazy, and we were
Back when you did a hospital radio.
No, it was an online radio station back in the day. It's not.
Okay.
It doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it was. We were asking questions. Oh, Lundgaard's past Rossi again. It looks like.
Yeah, so Christian Lundgaard on the move, like you say, but they're side by side down the straight. I think Rossi's still on the inside, Jess.
If we
Unfortunately, the camera is more
the
focused.
camera's on.
There
Rossi's
we go.
flat
Rossi
pass.
held on.
Yeah, Rossi's flat past
Slipstream
Lundgaard.
from Rosenkrust in front of him to sort of hold on. Herta still holding on then, and currently first, started first. Lowest he's been in the race was 21st, but that was literally just because of the pit stops, wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
the Andretti pits is quite early on, is it? I don't know why he would have been 21st at any point in the race. It feels like a bit of an irrelevant stat.
I think it was because when he pitted. I think it was when he pitted he was there, and he was there for I think a short period of time. So
Very, very short period, yeah.
So, Jesus, one of my group chats is going crazy during the F1 race. I've had 30 notifications. Jesus Christ.
30, wow.
And what are they
Yeah, that's why I
chatting
turn
about?
notifications off.
What are they chatting about? I hope the F1 is a good race. Hopefully it's not a boring race to watch later on. I might watch the highlights or something.
It depends on your definition of boring. Canada, it tends to be either really action-packed if the leaders hit trouble, or it tends to be really dull if someone just
I
pulls
like
away.
Canadian Grand Prix races. I really do. It's one of my
It
favourites
is,
on the calendar.
because of the 2 DRS zones, it tends to be quite strategic. You do tend to see a lot of people just stay out really long on the tyres.
But I
in a
like
dry race.
strategic races sometimes as well.
I do as well.
If there's a battle going on and there's a strategic element as well, then I'm like that. I know people may think, oh, that's boring, but it's actually part and parcel. Oh, that's her to in the pits.
Crucial stop then. Everyone could be on the same strategy here. So Palou stays out. That is interesting. So it looks like Colton
Undercut.
Herber is the first to blink. So this means he's setting the pace, like you say, on strategy. He's going to switch from the red tyres to the blacks, as one of the other McLarens in as well. That's Rosenkrist.
So Rosenkrist is in. A lot of people are going in the pit road. Usually we would go to NBC right now in pit road, but we don't have the
Lundgaard
audio at
is
the
there.
moment.
Agino, Rahal. There's Rosenkrist. Oh, leaning over goes the mechanic. So there's something being...
Oh, no,
it's-
Rosenkrist. Oh, the slow stop.
Yeah, they had to tear something off the screen there. Oh, and Christian got out of the way just in time.
Lundgaard's had a slow stop as well. 7 seconds. Rahal 7.8. Some of them might just be for tyres though. That's probably why.
Ray for 8 seconds as well. So it could also be slightly people being held up by each other. The other bit is people just making sure they've got enough fuel to go to the end. 15 laps to go then. So now the pressure is on Alex Palou. Needs to have a monster in lap here, because surely these guys up front have not got enough fuel to go much longer, Jess.
No, so they got to get their stops in now. Of course, it will be some splash and dash for them as well. I'm using a word a lot this weekend.
Look at the body language of Palou. He's pushing here in this final sector.
Oh no!
And is that Grosjean in trouble? going
No,
slowly.
no. Grosjean, get the car go. Oh, he's slowing down to let people through. NBC,
Yeah,
why are
looks
you
like it.
panicking me? Grosjean, get a move on. Now.
There, that was me panicking that made you panic. So it was
Yeah, exactly.
infectious panic.
Oh.
So around the outside he goes. So he just went off track to avoid whoever it was coming out the pit lane.
That was, I think, one of the pink cars. That might be Pagenaud.
Evers, yeah.
That's Pagenaud or Cashin Evers. Might be Pagenaud, actually, because I did see Pagenaud come in.
Simon, yeah.
Yeah, Simon, yeah.
And here are the leaders then.
The leaders are
Although
coming in,
O'Ward, Newgarden.
so Will Hurd to undercut them. We'll have to wait and see. Everyone's coming in on pit road. It's going to be busy once again. And hopefully this will be people's final stop.
To 34 seconds down then, so he's actually going to come up behind Power and Marcus Armstrong.
Yeah. Oh, so a few people being held up as well. That's not good for Alex Palou. 10 seconds on wall pit stop.
Yeah, there goes.
Here comes Herta. And Ward's right on the back of Palou. Oh, it's going to be really close. Oh my.
Hurd is through. And look at this, side by side. Is that Lundgaard side by side with both McLarens?
Brilliant! Wow, Lundgaard. What?
Oh, he's gone off track.
He's gone off. No. That was close. That was close. He's trying to fight back as well. This is the most action we've seen all race as well. We got Scott. The timings are not updating on our screens. I can't tell who it is.
It's Rossi and Rosenquist and then Ericsson.
Okay, so Lundgaard should be in front of both of them. So it's Lundgaard, Award, Rossi, and Dixon. And there's Marcus Ericsson on Rosenquist up the inside, outside, sorry. And now there comes Scott McLaughlin trying to get back. Come on, NBC update. Come on, update.
Didn't quite work out for Ericsson. And there we go. Ericsson's going to have another go into 6 and 7, but nothing doing there. They're going to have to wait for the carousel to have another go. But so the order up front is Will Power has stayed out a bit longer. I think Armstrong has had to come in to make another stop.
Yeah.
That is about 5 seconds down. Oh, there is the 77.
That's Eilert.
Callum Eilert. He's going to hold up Roman Grosjean, I think, just a little bit. No, Grosjean's going to sweep around the outside as they go into the carousel. And just enough space left there
Good
for
on
Roman.
Eilert for letting Grosjean through.
Yeah, Grosjean in 25th. And I think, oh, no, he's ahead. He's ahead. So that's a lap ahead, I think.
Yeah, Eilert's a lap ahead. Oh, no.
Oh, no, there we go. Now he's letting them all through.
It's just like switching on and off at the end of the day. As that is Di Francesco.
Easy come, easy go.
I think that is Di Francesco, I think. And then we just saw. And then we got Marcus.
Power is still starting to pull away from Colton Herta, but he has got less fuel in that car.
43.8 was Will Power's best lap so far compared to the best lap of Hertz with a 1:44.3. Let's look at the replay. That is Eilert carrying a bump in the grass, doing a bit of lawn mowing, as we saw Valtteri Bottas do it quite a few times. Just about avoided the number 20 there as well. Jack Harvey's still in this race, remember. He's still going. He's despite being 3 laps down. Or 3 laps down at the moment, as it stands. This is turning to be, I think I'm liking this race in terms of being strategic at the moment. I think it's getting a bit more busy towards the end.
Oh, there was Rossi. Just enough space left there for Christian Lundgaard.
Yeah, that was what we saw earlier on as well, it looks like.
Is that going to count as an off-track overtake, I wonder? But I guess IndyCar tend to be pretty lax about those sorts of
IndyCar tend to be more lenient than Formula One. It was
also, he sort of had to go off-track there, didn't he? Otherwise, he wouldn't have made the
What do you think of the rule in Formula One where teams have to be like... teams don't get told by the race director about you have to let him pass it. They've got to think strategically and think...
Discretion. Well, it means they have to be a bit more on it, don't they?
Yeah,
do you remember Hungarian Grand Prix 10 years ago where I think it was Roman Grosjean overtook Vettel by going off track just into, was it turn 8 or something, just on the uphill left-hander that's quite narrow, and basically he ended up having to be penalised, and everyone thought it was really unpopular. It looks like Ericsson has muscled his way past Felix Rosenquist. So Rosenquist, having gained positions, he's suffering because he's not got any push to pass to play with now, I don't think.
Fastest lap once again by Will Power, 1:43.1. He is pushing, but the question is the fuel going to get to the end of the race? We have got
it's just by the fact that he's pushing.
There's Carl Kirkwood on Rosenquist. So he gets past Rosenquist up into 11th. Great job from Kirkwood, almost in the top 10, and he could get past Marcus Ericsson. Good comeback from Kirkwood despite that spin on lap 1. And Rosenquist, oh my God. Rosenqvist, Lundgaard and Rossi don't have much push to pass left.
They do not. It's in the single digits for
Yes.
Lundgaard,
4
Rossi,
for
and
Rossi, 9 for Rosenqvist, and 5 for Lundgaard.
Lundgaard needed all of it on that run during that pit stop phase.
Didn't he? He had a lot to use, and now he's on 46, but he's still got quite... Will Power, he's got...
Alex Palou has a bit more.
And Will Power has even more, 102 seconds.
Yeah,
Wow.
But Will Power, unless he's put loads and loads of fuel in, I can't see Will Power getting to the end here.
No. So we could see Colin Herta take his 8th win in IndyCar, or we could see Will Power win his first race since last year, or we could see Alex Palou take his 3rd win of the season, and he's going to carry on with his top 5 streaks for a while. It looks like he's looking like the favourite to get his 2nd championship in IndyCar, which he's a nice guy, a nice driver anyway as well. Look at the way Colin Herta is pushing. He is on fire at the moment. He's been on fire all weekend so far, as we have 11 laps to go. No, no, 11 laps to go. Power's just crossed the line.
Yep. So this is going to come down to Palou versus Herta, as we see is that O'Ward challenging Newgarden for what's going to be 3rd place when this filters out, I think.
Yep, as a few pit stops being made as well. And the question is, I know Will Power's pushing, but he's definitely got less fuel, so I'm a bit worried about him. All he needs is a caution to get him back in the race. If he gets a caution, there's going to be quite a lot of people probably in the pits, but you never know.
If he builds a big enough gap, he might be able to get in around Ericsson-Kirkwood territory.
Yeah, he could. So I think that's what he's doing at the moment. But knowing as a racer, he wants to win. He wants to win. As that is Newgarden, who has been in the wars a few times this race, but he's calmed down a little bit, and he's fighting Pat O'Ward as well in the background, and Scott Dixon. So that could be an interesting fight towards the end of the race. And it's getting quite sunnier as well in Road America. That's very nice to see.
Newgarden actually overtook Palou earlier, didn't he? So interesting to see him drop
he did
back, and now at the mercy of O'Ward.
Punt to pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like Newgarden. He won Indy 500. You got to cut a bit of slack to
in
Newgarden.
Controversial circumstances, admittedly, but still.
Yeah, but still, it was still, I think, a good moment.
It's good to see him win though, because he's a likable guy.
Yeah, I think everyone likes him. Oh, that's Scott McLaughlin on
Jack
Rossi.
Harvey?
No, that's McLaughlin, I think. Is that McLaughlin?
Like Jack Harvey.
Oh no, that's Jack Harvey. Sorry.
Yeah, no, this is Graham Rahal, sorry, isn't it?
Or is it Rahal? Rahal and Rosenqvist. It's hard to keep up. I swear that was Jack McLaughlin.
I saw the My Jack sponsorship, and I thought, oh, it's Jack Harvey, but no, it isn't.
No, it is. It's not. Will Power 142.892 just sets another fastest lap.
Yeah, Will Power, if he can win this thing, I'm going to assume he has a magic fuel tank in the back
yes.
of that Penske. The cornucopia, the fuel that never runs out, no matter how quickly you go. He's certainly leaving it late.
He is leaving it late. Yeah, I think he's just hoping for another caution, because then he'll lose less time than he was if it was green flag conditions. So if there is a caution for Power, he could fight back on this one. But as it stands, 10 laps to go of the Road America race.
Start to close a bit on Colton Herta. Oh!
That is Armstrong, I think. That's gone off.
Like
that is Armstrong. No!
Was down in 23rd, fighting for 22nd, and he's going to lose that to is that Stingray Rob going through.
Yeah, that is Stingray Rob. Oh no! Why Armstrong? Why?
It's Peterson he was fighting with, Benjamin Peterson, and it just didn't quite work out there for whatever reason. And this is the number 10.
That's Palou on Herta.
Not quite able to complete the move. So Colton Herta with 10 laps to go, he's got to defend like crazy because Palou is now on push to pass and is using it to full effect here.
He is at the moment. I think Power's got the most to use, but I'm just seeing who's got the most to use out of Herta and Palou, but we'll find out in a minute. Loving that helicopter shot. Palou, could he use it to go up the inside into turn number 1? We'll have to wait and see.
Power stopping.
Power is stopping. It's a battle for the lead. And, NBC can read my mind. I wonder if they're watching the stream. 33 seconds for Herta, 39 for Palou.
Pretty even then, so this is going to come down to very, very clever management then. They're probably going to save it for penultimate lap then. As Will Power, where does he come out? It's going to be outside the top 15, I think. Or is he going to come out just ahead of Simon Pagenaud?
I think he's come out. I think he's still in the pits, I think. It's hard to tell. Scott McLaughlin just set a new personal best.
He's not really going to be playing for the lead, that's for sure.
Yeah, Will Power's just left the pits. So, so where would he come down? Because apparently on timing 71, it still says he's leading. No, he's not. But it will update, I think, on the next timing line. I think that's what it is.
Ahead of Simon Pagenaud by about 9 tenths then. So that's actually not worked out too badly for Power. He might be able to get 13th, 12th out of this.
Yeah, that could be good as well. Some personal best results, I think, for some people in this race too.
Christian Lundgaard in 6th, certainly, if he can hold on to that. That would be a brazen for him.
That would be great.
And he's not far behind Dixon either.
Oh, there's Palou! Could he have a chance this time? No, not quite. He's given it everything he's got. He has got a good run. I can tell he's going to probably use push to pass, a little bit of push to pass, I think, soon as well. Going up the windy bit of the circuit as well, using that curb as well. A lot of people are running up that curb.
Good run at the last corner, though. And has that Herta using some push to pass to defend as well?
I think so. I think so, because look at that Herta straight line speed. With 8 laps to go, still quite a lot can happen. It's Herta versus Palou for the lead. I think Palou used a little bit. I think Herta's got better straight line speed compared to Palou.
And he's good under brakes as well. You saw how much he closed there. I wonder if Herta's looking a bit less confident here. Newgarden isn't too far behind the pair of them either.
Same with Ward as well. They're not that. Basically, anyone up to Lundgaard could still have a chance of winning this race. So Lundgaard's not out of it as well.
I think it's Herta Palou realistically, Jess.
Yeah.
And look at this. Again, he closes under braking into turn 5.
Yeah, I think, did we see a battle for the, no, I don't think we saw a battle for the lead, I think, last time in Detroit. I don't think. I'm trying to remember.
Clears Rossi into 5th position, into corner 5, but for 8th position, sorry.
I think Formula 1 and IndyCar could finish roughly about the same time at this, right?
That will be interesting.
Yeah,
As
it will be interesting.
Clears Rosenqvist, and Rossi gets back in front of Ericsson.
I'm not watching Formula 1 because if I do, I get distracted. That's why I got it off.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would try and watch 2 at the same time. I tell you, when I went to the London Prix last year, there were people trying to watch Hungarian Grand Prix.
But it's not clashing this time. It's not clashing.
Yeah, you pay all the money to go to a Formula E race in London, in one of the most big, really important race near the end of the season, and you pay all that money to sit in the grandstand, and you just get your iPad out and you're watching Formula 1.
Well, that boggles my mind,
especially when you pay so much money to go there.
But the
luckily,
FIA,
it was only a small clash, I think.
But the FIA have decided to put it on after whatever race it is in Formula 1.
Will Power in trouble because Rosenqvist and Pagenaud pushed him out. And look at them side by side. They're snaking down the straight, Jess.
Here he comes, Alex Palou around the outside. And Alex Palou leads the Road America. Well, it's not called the Road America Grand Prix, but I'm going to call it that anyway because I can't pronounce the main one. But Alex Palou by 2 tenths is leading. He used a bit of push to pass there, surely, but I think Herta's got quite a lot of push to pass to use there as well. This is sensational stuff. I wonder if Herta's left it a little bit too late. It does. Newgarden's catching.
He was using it to defend. Yeah, Colton was using it to defend earlier, and I wonder if now he's sort of got even no option but to save it for the final couple of laps here. But yeah, he needs to be careful he doesn't leave himself exposed to Joseph Newgarden. But that's such a shame. Colton had controlled that race for so long, but Alex Palou had managed things beautifully, strategically to sort of get himself back into the picture. And I did predict Alex Palou to win. Seems to be playing out that way at the moment.
I don't think I've picked a winner for IndyCar, even though I'm covering it. So I think I picked Herta. I think I picked Herta. So
Dixon, by the way, is the biggest mover up the field from where he started, which doesn't surprise me a bit.
So points as it stands. So Palou will be on 324. Marcus Ericsson minus 78 on Palou. And the gap will be between Palou and Newgarden 86. Dixon minus 101. So it'll be Palou, Ericsson, Newgarden, Dixon, and Ward, your top 5. As it stands, if it was to finish as it was.
So Dixon really needs to clear O'Ward if he wants to be more than a point ahead of him.
Yeah. The gap's quite large.
Look at Herta, he's really struggling.
Yeah, I think it might be his tyres as well that's starting to give up the
Newgarden's
ghost.
got loads of push to pass here.
I think it's going to be a slam dunk move from Newgarden. Yes, it is. Newgarden's up to second. So it's not Palou and Herta for the win. It's Palou versus Newgarden. Don't forget, Newgarden won here 12 months ago. Could he be on to take his second win in Road America and take his third win of the season, I think, if I remember? Because Newgarden, I'm trying to win. He won in Indy, but what other race did he win? I'm not entirely sure. I'll need to double check my stats in just a second. But Newgarden did win last year. I think he lost a bit of time to Palou on that lap, just fighting them. But here comes Dixon. Dixon on award.
Palou, Newgarden, 2 seconds apart from each other. I think Alex Palou has got this, just got to hold on. Here's what happened to Will Power. Just went, a bit too wide there.
How did he say that?
That was pretty incredible. And almost hit. There's that Pagano he nearly hit as he rejoined.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I think, quite a close shave, I think, at the moment. With,
Will Power on the fresh tires pushing like crazy, and that's the sort of thing that can happen. I've seen so many people drop it there on the outside. In fact, is that where him and Dixon hit each other early in the weekend, isn't it?
Yes. We've seen quite a few clips, I think, from quite a few drivers this weekend as well. Quite a few memes, I have to say. But, yeah.
We're going to see an angry Will Power at the end of this, I wonder. 6 laps to go.
18 places of Scott Dixon. That is crazy. And Scott McLaughlin up 11. Castor Nevis up 11.
Castor Nevis sadly only in 15th, but McLaughlin in 7th, as you say, looking to get some good points out of this.
Yeah, not that long to go until the end of this one. We're about to start with 5 laps to go.
This is a close battle. Battle for third, then Herta, O'Ward, Dixon. And O'Ward is really fast down the straight. Look how vulnerable Herta is. And he's completely defenseless for that third position. So
I wonder if he's lifting and coast. I wonder if he's lifting and coasting.
Yeah, maybe he was a bit risky on that field. And Dixon is easily going to squeeze by there into turn 2. It's really not worked out for Colton Herta, has it?
From first to 5th, that is a shame. That is a shame at the moment. I think
got a few seconds to Lundgaard. He might hold on to 5th, though.
He might hold on to 5th, so he could still get that top 5 finish as well.
This, of course, means that O'Ward is going to outscore Dixon now in the championship.
Yes, he would.
Points for third and for 4th.
That could be
Ericsson has cleared Lundgaard.
That could be interesting.
Ericsson's had a really late charge.
Yeah, that could be interesting going into the next round in on the 2nd of July. Same weekend as the Austrian Grand Prix. But luckily it doesn't clash this time. So I think it's going to be the same situation as Monaco. It's Austria and then we go straight to IndyCar. That's Lundgaard that's had a bit of an off, it looks like. Oh,
that would be how Marcus Ericsson got through then. And an unforced error, you have to say, from the rookie. Well, is he a rookie? He's been doing it a season and a half or something like that.
Yeah, this is Lundgaard's 2nd season
he's still pretty green, not just in the sense that he's driving a green car. It's new to him.
Yeah, it's still quite new to him.
So he actually came out ahead of McLaughlin was having a go at him as well.
Yeah, I think McLaughlin was having a go, but to no avail, unfortunately. 3 seconds, Palou and Newgarden. Palou is checked out at the moment compared to Newgarden. About 4 or 5 tenths difference between them in terms of lap times.
Ericsson's caught up to Herta already.
No, it was
4 seconds between them, so that's
it was timing a bit. Oh, Waters passed Newgarden. Newgarden's had a bit of an issue.
Newgarden in trouble.
Oh no, it's the timing's having a bit of a mare. What's going on, NBC?
That's what's happening.
NBC, what's happening?
I think having an issue. Castici, if the transponder's sending weird signals, then that's just the heat getting to these.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of issue with R-Facts too, with lots of the timings jumping everywhere and not knowing where people are and stuff. But at least I was able to check the spotters.
At least in this race, we're not seeing drivers phase through the floor in the pit lane if they lock the rear tyres.
That is true. That is true.
Poor Arda-Chan. He deserved a bit better than that, I think. But hopefully we'll see
good one.
No such issues in Canada.
Yeah, next week, by the way, cheeky plug, and hopefully we'll have Josh and Nathan doing Academy as well. So the whole JB Motorsport crew the JB Motorsport crew takeover, hopefully in next
minus
week.
Ed, yes.
Minus Ed, yeah. Still don't know who my co-comments. I think it might be Ross. I think that's co-commenting with me. I think at the moment.
Ross McIntyre. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
He's very good.
Yeah, I have been in. I figured a few calls for him for other things, but nothing to do with R Factor. So yeah, I get to work for him for the first time. Should be It might be someone else, but at the moment it looks like it's going to be Ross. So it's good to work with someone different at the end of the day as well.
Sick of me already, are you?
No. I actually loved working with you last week. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Next, I need to work. The only two I haven't worked with I haven't worked with Ben. I haven't worked with Matthew Owens, and I haven't worked with Nick. Those are the only three that I haven't worked with. Oh, someone's off!
Oh!
The number 51. That is Rob. Stingray Rob. He was lucky to get away through unscathed, but he's lost a bit of time.
And he's still ahead of Armstrong as well.
Yeah, he is.
Somehow, according to the timing screen.
He was lucky to not hit the wall there. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, he just hit the curb, and well, I can't tell if he hit the wall because there's a lot of gravel smoke there in the gravel trap.
I think he just kept out of the wall there. So Stingray Rob, a lucky boy there.
He was very lucky. My oh my.
Below there.
3 laps to go of this Road America race. Alex Palou leads 3.66 seconds to Newgarden. Howard Ward in 3rd place. But I think the battles we could see between Lundgaard, McLaughlin and Rossi, and also between Colton Herta and Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson is closing, so we'll keep an eye on that very soon as well. But it's not over for Newgarden. We'll see the push-to-pass system in full effect as well. I think Scott Dixon is trying to catch up Pat O'Rourke for the podium as well. So, and that's crucial for Dixon because otherwise he's going to lose quite a few points in this championship. And there's one of my headphone ears have just fallen off. That's weird. But, oh, what we're seeing there, flashback. We're seeing a replay. Oh, that's Long Beach. Oh, that was Dixon. Ward and Dixon. So, yeah, it didn't end well there in Detroit, because that's where we were last hit here. Hopefully we won't get similar flashbacks to then. That was the same weekend as Le Mans, I believe, wasn't it?
I had to keep track at a certain point, Jess.
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was the same week as the Spanish Grand Prix, and I had to fill in for a few streams.
It's a familiar story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a familiar story, but... Yeah, I mean, it's nice that Josh has given me the chance this weekend. I'm enjoying it. So hopefully I haven't lost a job.
Pass, by the way, Lundgaard is out. And Palou's got 20 seconds, Newgarden 22. Oh, Ward has got 50, Dixon 44.
So I think Ward's going to use it to defend. Yeah, he's going to use it on the final lap, it looks like. I think we could see another flashback. It is Alex Palou, I think, going for the lead on... no, that's practice.
Practice 2.
So it could have been, I think, curtains. But luckily, Palou had a good qualifying. He started 3rd, I believe, in qualifying.
Amazed the cars can survive impacts like
that.
Exactly. And be repaired in time for quali as well. So full marks to the mechanics there on Alex Palou's
Fair play to Chip Ganassi Racing. They're doing so well. So 5.1 seconds.
Be the one on it. And Palou has been the one, it would seem, for this race.
That is true.
Like I'm going to pick a winner right, which is rare because I thought Colton Herta had me kind of worried for a second there. But it seems either his tyres died right at the end or he just ran out of push to pass.
Yeah.
It's just his race has gone away from him and it's such a shame. But Colton Herta, a very talented young man. I think he's still got a few wins left in him and his qualifying was extremely impressive. So I'm sure.
Yeah, Little Al saying what happened to Herta. I've been watching the F1 mainly. Herta just lost a bit of time. White flag! White flags are on the final lap, and yeah, I think Herta maybe the tyres or maybe
he pushed them too hard.
Yeah, he pushed them too hard, so that allowed the likes of Newgarden, Ward, and Dixon to get past him.
And he didn't quite have. He used his push to pass a bit too early to the point that
so that was
what just kept closing on him.
Yeah, so that explains why. But here comes Dixon on Ward, and last time in Detroit, it ended in tears. But hopefully it won't end in tears coming up soon. I really do hope it's going to be a titanic battle to the end. As Dixon could use some of his push to pass, but Ward has got some to defend as well. Both of them, I think, have got plenty. As he heads towards the corner that we've seen a lot of overtakes in this race.
A lot of incidents too. Carl Kirkwood has got past Rossi for 9th position. So Alex Rossi's had a terrible end.
That's Armstrong, I think. Or is that? Yeah, that's Armstrong.
Off in the grass at turn 2 there.
That's a shame because he was having a really solid race, not gonna lie. But the mistakes in the last part of the race is just unfortunately he's gonna get lapped, I think, soon by Alex Palou.
Oh yes. Oh.
Close shave, I think, from the pair of them.
That was the carousel that he dropped it at, not turn 2, sorry.
All right, the carousel.
Next bloke definitely has driven exceptionally today. 5 seconds to Newgarden and only a few corners to go, separating him from win number 3 this season, Jess.
Yeah, he's won 2 so far, looking on course to have his 3rd win in IndyCar this season. He's won the championship in 2021, looking like he's favourite to win the title this season. Here he comes then from round number 8 of Road America. It is not Hurts that takes the top step. It is Alex Palou. He wins once again in IndyCar, and he's showing he's a force to be reckoned with right now. And it'll be Joseph Newgarden that takes 2nd. Pato O'Ward just gets Scott Dixon on the line in 3rd place. Scott Dixon before Colton Herta drops down to 5th place. Those are your top 5 on the checkered. As whilst I do that, it gives us a great chance to let me get the Sky Go audio up. So I'll do that whilst I get the driver tracker, whilst I get the team radios. What a great final few laps we've had. We had no more cautions, I think, since lap 20, I believe. Which was good. So we only had, I think, 2 or 3 cautions so far. Most of them were at the beginning of the race.
So far, it's done, Jess. It just finished.
Yeah, pardon? F1's just finished?
No, you said we've only had 2 or 3 cautions so far. Two
or three cautions in the race, sorry. You can tell that it's been a busy day. I've literally been, apart from a few hours here and there in the afternoon, I've been non-stop since 8:30 this morning, so I need a break.
Yeah, you've kind of been burning the candle at both ends, if I do say so myself. Having done it myself.
Yeah, not gonna lie. But it's been fun, though. It has been fun. But I think this has been more enjoyable, not gonna lie. As I'm frantically in the background trying to get Sky Go. I think luckily I was starting to lose my marbles at the checker flag anyway. So luckily it came at a perfect time. Hang on a minute. So if luckily I'm not rooting to the thingy anyway as well, so that's all good. So hopefully we'll be able to hear the team radio very soon. I think
I'm just going to come back out and come back in, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll let you do that. I'm on driver tracker anyway, and your camera's off, so it's all good. So, Alex Palou wins in Road America. He's taken his 3rd win of the season. Can he make it 4 when we... I'm trying to remember where we are next time as well. Let me have a look. Races. Where we are next time. We are at Mid-Ohio Sport Car Course at Lexington on July 2nd.
There we go.
The race starts around about roughly the same time, 15 minutes later. So yeah, it won't clash with F1. Woohoo! We're not spawning F1, so if you still want to watch that, that's still going on. But I can't tell if they... it's Tom Gaynor on Sky Sports mix at the moment, because obviously they will be on Sky Sports F1, but they're overtaking that with F1 at the moment. So yeah. So there we go. Oh, can we get cameras back? Hold on, you caught me off guard there. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to. I don't need to watch the race now, so I'm trying to minimise the coverage so we can do our wrap up and hopefully catch up with Formula One.
Yeah, hopefully.
My dad came in early and he was like, "Oh, can I watch the race now? Because I'm waiting for you to finish." Because obviously IndyCar overran due to cautions.
Yeah, it did overrun, to be honest. Is F1 without spoiling it? Little Al, is F1 still going? If Little Al could tell me if F1's still going, I won't be surprised if it's just about to end. Oh, it's still going. Okay, so we get to watch a little bit as I wonder, does Josh want us to do podium interviews or not?
I think he wouldn't mind if we just left, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he wouldn't mind, because the podium ceremonies go on for so long.
Oh, Christ. Even more than Formula E, where they spend ages setting it up, at least they go through it very quickly. But when in IndyCar, they've got got the weird mascot, they've got all the fluff, essentially.
Yeah, and we don't have the Sky audio, and we don't have the Sky audio as well, which doesn't help either. So if Josh won't mind if we end it there. So in 2 weeks, I think it is in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, 2 weeks' time, because in 3 weeks I'm going to Silverstone. Woo! 2 weeks' time, we head to Mid-Ohio for the Lexington Grand Prix in IndyCar. Hopefully, maybe Palou could take his 4th win. Colton Herta fight back as well. I am going to try and set it up, hopefully, so you could get redirected to Formula 1, which is still going on at the moment. So we get to watch the last bit as well. I might jump in the commentary box for a little bit, but I'll just keep quiet. I just want to kind of watch it really, because Sky Glass is an absolute nightmare at the end of the day. But anyway, well, we will head off.
Sky Looking Glass, yes.
Yeah, because it's a bit of a delay compared to Josh's TV pictures. But no interviews tonight today. Interviews will be back next week. Have a good evening. Make sure you keep an eye on the F1. Hopefully it's an electric race there as well. See you next time, and bye-bye.